One, two, three. Sound check. Okay, this looks good. Stream is running. I think so. All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a good weekend and a good week overall. Welcome to Taiwan. We are in Taipei, one of the international airports. And today we're going to have, well, it's going to be a different stream from last week. Last week we had a lot of information, a lot of stuff. And today we're just going to chill, enjoy the flight, have some fun, get some scenic scenery. I mean, we're going to fly mostly over the ocean, but what we should see over the ground should be pretty beautiful. So yeah, and of course we're going to enjoy the awesome sounds of the 777. This is the latest version of the Flightfactor beta version with the new engine expansion mod. I decided to purchase it because I kind of felt like this is an amazing airplane and just decided to hop on a little bit earlier than just wait for the full release. And that was a good decision, let me tell you. That was a good decision and I do not regret doing that. So yeah, first of all, ShayTP, I think you are in the chat, at least you were like 5 minutes ago. Great to see you here. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are feeling good. I'm glad to see you back here. I see you are a glider pilot as well right now. So congratulations, and Sim Crash Flyer as well, 297. Hey man, welcome to the live stream. It is a 777 indeed. And Sim Crash Flyer 297, let me tell you, I do have an idea for your livery of Lauda Air. So I'm gonna wait until I get the time to do it, but it should be pretty cool. LPCB Plane Spotting, hello, welcome to live stream. How are you? I hope everything good with you. ShayTP right now in the gym listening to you as podcast. All good, awesome, great. I enjoy your oh my god, enjoy your workout. Gym is cool. So yeah, all right. Hatomer, hey, welcome to the live stream. Great to see you here as well. So today's going to be, as I said, a chill stream. Really different from what we had last week. And mostly we're just going to enjoy this amazing airplane, do 2 flights. We're going to be departing from Taipei to Okinawa, an island that's already Japan, and then we're going to proceed to Hiroshima because there is a very interesting, it is a very interesting airport. It sits on top of a mountain, literally. So it felt like they cut the top of the mountain and built the airport there. So the approach is quite nice. It's quite scenic as well. And I just find it cool to fly a 777 there. Actually, the 777 flies there. So basically everything we are doing today, we could say is realistic. Well, apart from the flight to Okinawa, I don't think they fly to Okinawa from Taipei. But a 787 flies to Tokyo of all Nippon Airways, so we're not far from it. I think we can take it. Alright, LPCB Plane Spanish, tudo bem? Obrigado e contigo. Por aqui está tudo bem, fiz o night rating e espero em breve conseguir voar para Castelo Branco para nos encontrarmos. Alright, so let's get into the airplane. I mean, you guys probably saw already some of the live streams of the 777. I'm not going to go too much into detail. Just tell you that there are two versions of the 777, and my keyboard has stopped working, so I guess I'll need to put some new batteries in it. Technical problems, I guess. Let me just try to restart it. All right, it's good. So there are 2 versions. There's one version for like the normal airplane, and then a second version without the cabin. I'm flying the version with the cabin. And if you are thinking of purchasing this airplane, let me just tell you already, I think you have like 3, let me call you start states, but you can choose your own as well. Basically, you have a full cold and dark, and you have what's called the plugged in, which is the one I use because they actually model this airplane so realistically that if the airplane is in a complete cold and dark situation, you have to call for the stairs to get into the airplane and then start it up. So there is no way you're just simply going to pop in the cockpit, start the battery, APU, and whatnot. No, you literally have to get the stairs, open the main door, get into the cockpit, and then you can proceed. So it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it's a little bit annoying, especially if you wanted to do something quicker. So this plugged state is already one step ahead. So the airplane is already plugged to the ground power. The doors is already open, so you can already go to the cockpit and start with whatever you want. So yeah. All right. Synchronous Fire. Oh, you sound a little sick. Me? No, I I just ate some spicy food, and I feel like I still have not recovered completely, but it's pretty good. Owen Tomlinson, good morning. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're fine. Great to see you here. And Emil, hello. Unfortunately, I got some technical problems with the sim, so I'm not flying. I have good ones. What happened there, man? What happened there with the sim? Anyways, let's get in. So basically, let me just simulate how would it happen to get into the cockpit. I'm wondering what the hell is that warning. But let's just get inside. They actually do simulate the door lock. So we're gonna simulate that. I have no idea why is that making that noise. And here we go. We are in the cockpit. So let's just do a quick check of everything. Make sure the throttles are on idle, the engines are shut off, the parking brake is set, flaps and slats are retracted. What the hell is going on there with this thing? Oh, I know what. It's probably because I changed the time and it's done. Good. Now I want to get the sunset once we arrive to Japan. So I just tried to adjust the time so it's like late sunset, because right now in the real world it is completely pitch black. It's like midnight. Alright, the gear is down and just make sure the wipers are off, so that's good. Let me tell you guys also, all the circuit breakers are simulated. That is crazy. Okay, this one is not. Alright, so some of them are not simulated, but most of them are, and that's impressive. So, kind of cool. So we just checked that the circuit breakers are not popped. They look fine. So let's go and have a seat. Turn on the battery. And now, before we turn anything else, I'm going to put the nav lights to on, no smoking to auto. We're going to arm the emergency lights. And now I'm going to go and do primary external power, secondary external power, and now I'm going to do the rest of the flow. This airplane takes a little while to load up because it's so big, and it has quite a lot of systems. So by doing this, we're going to let it power up slowly, and we're going to do the rest of the flow. Alright, flight temp to auto. Turn everything on. I wonder why do they really pop these buttons all off, because oh my god, their normal operational status is on auto, so I really have no idea why they did that. Anyways, alright, the rest is all good. So now the airplane will slowly come to life, and we're gonna wait. JTP, mic is stuttering. Uh-oh. Alright, the mic is stuttering. Alright, let me think about it. This is something with the latest Explain beta. Is it still stuttering? Let me try something. Because the latest Explain beta has some lag spikes, like each 10 seconds. And those are really annoying to me. But unfortunately, there is not much I can do. Is it still stuttering, or is it better now? Now good, maybe your input jack is the problem. Let me do something. Let me just disconnect. I'm gonna connect back. Should be, I hope it should be better now. Alright, but anyways, probably it will happen again if I look to the sides. Possibly. Because it's mostly when it's loading something. Alright, looks good. Thank you. JTP, I can't wait for the freighter of the 777. I am looking forward to that one as well. Emil, a week without SIM, I tried to update Flightfactor 757, and from there, well, long story short, the whole plane needs to be reset up, and I need to install a lot of things back. What did you do there, man? Synchronous Flight 97, how I call the stairs in cold and dark. Never know how it's done. Basically, you come here to the menu, equipment, and you call it here. This is the only option. You have to wait a little bit for them to become available. Alright, let me come here and enable the radios. 1228 is active. The RMP panel is still not available, so it still hasn't powered up completely. So I'm going to take my time to plan the rest of the stuff. So let's come here to the sim brief page. This is our call sign. Oh my god, I forgot. What's the call sign for ANA? Airlines. Let me just go to wiki or something. Usually they put the call sign there. All Nippon. All Nippon. I have to take notes, otherwise I will forget it again. Alright, this looks good to me. So first flight 370. What do we have in terms of zero fuel weight? Let me actually open the PDF. I think that would be better. And I need to confirm this to submit the flight plan. So, zero fuel weight for us, 173.5, I could call this. And let's do 19 tons of fuel. So let me come here to the loading page. Before I actually do the loading, I have to establish contact with the ground crew, and we can do that. So let's come here to cabin interphone, flight, call ground crew, sends 2000 on this responder. We have to wait until he answers.
Good day. Good to hear you, sir. The ground personnel is at your service.
Wonderful. So I want you here, and I want the next stuff. So catering, service stairs, and let's do loader, transport fuel, loader,
No problem.
and the rest should come. Brilliant. So it will take a little bit of time, and I can come here to doors. Doors are all open, so that's good to me as well. See, that lagged a little bit, so probably my voice went somewhere. So I can leave him now. I can come to Purser. Say hello to Purser.
Hello, this is the captain speaking.
We are all here and ready.
Okay, good. Aha, I think your mic is speaking or something. Let me check. Is it better now? Like this? 1, 2, 3. I don't understand. Like, I literally touched nothing, and from stream to stream, it changes. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like this. Let's hope it gets better. So we said hello to the ground personnel, and we said hello to the cabin crew. So that's good. I can disengage that. The microphone stutters from time to time. Where are you flying today? Okay, so I wonder what could I do. Let me try something, guys. The live stream will go off like for a couple of seconds, and then it will come back, and let's see if that does the trick. Okay, so give me like 1 minute, I'll be back. And Owen, I'll reply to you in a second. Don't worry, I'll be back right here. Alright, I am back. Should be better now, I hope. I have no idea what does this, but it's extremely annoying. It looks better now, right? Okay, anyway, sorry for making you sick. Owen, where are you flying today? So we're flying from Taipei to Okinawa and then to Hiroshima. That's our plan today. Alright, let's come back here, and what I want to do is I come here to the weight and balance, and I'm going to use the simplified zero fuel weight, because if you don't do that, you can come here to the loading page and you can load everything, and it will take a lot of time. So, I mean, unless you use that spectacular button of the simultaneous loading, which we actually could use. put your microphone volume a bit lower. That's all, then we should be good. Alright, I'll put it even lower. How about now? Is it better now? 1, 2, 3. I took it a bit lower. I literally have no idea what happened with it. Okay, so 0 fuel weight. Let's go. 173.5. Yeah, thank you guys, and sorry for this. 173.5. Hit enter, and now the center of gravity, it will be a little bit off. So what we will be doing is we're gonna go here to the center of gravity summary, and we can click optimize CG. That's what it will do. So now it's decent, it's 27.5, and I can come back. I'm going to add the fuel. I think it was 19 tons. So let's go 19, that's what I wanted to load. Hit enter. CG is good. I could probably optimize the CG again. Yeah, 28.8, there we go. And I can come here to the loading page, and I could now press on load each one of them, but that can take a lot of time, especially the cargo stuff, and like, yeah, the cargo takes a lot of time. So I'm just gonna hit simultaneous full load.
Sir, they brought a new load sheet.
And the guy brought us a new load sheet, so we're gonna let that there, and we're gonna keep doing the rest of the stuff because I want to get out of here early and enjoy the flight. So let's go position in it, and now start the normal stuff like you guys always know. So Romeo Charlie Sierra Sierra is our position, just making sure that coordinates are fit. So align with the GPS. The IRSs are automatic. RCSS. Then to Romeo Oscar Alpha Hotel. Call sign all Nippon 311 heavy. Good stuff. And departing via runway 10 to Robin 1 Golf. No transition. Route. Activate. Execute. Next page. And now we're going to insert the rest of the stuff. Romeo 583. I wonder if this... we don't have another airway. So Bordeaux. Then to Kaoru. Oh, and speaking of fueling and weight, so we would have everything set up. So seatbelt sign is going to come on, and the fuel pumps are going to come on as well. Wonderful. All right, Kaoru and Ganju. And then to Velno. Execute. Let's plan already for the arrival. So at Velno, we have Velno arrival to the runway 18 left. At least that's what it wants to show me. 18 left, RNV. Now this airplane is not very ready for our nav approaches, but I think we could try it. Let's try it. RNV 18 left via Velnon. There we go. And the transition, I do have to check my charts. So stand by on that. Initial approach charts. RNP 18 left. Let's go from... let's go from Theta. Execute. Perfect. So that's all set. We can come to the init ref, and now this is where we use our load sheet. So we just click on it once, it goes here. Click on it twice, it goes there. Click on it 3 times, and now we can read it. So this is our first officer, J. Kess. I don't know who is that. That's the captain. That's me. Total passengers on board 123. And crew only 2. I wonder where's the rest of the crew, like flight attendants and so on, but I guess fine. Cargo 22.7 tons. That's the loading sheet, and then our CG is going to be 28.8. Now, I don't think they still fixed the fact that we cannot put 28.8, so we'll probably have to set 29. But what we want is we want to confirm that the zero fuel weight is correct, and that's 173.5. So that's great. 173.5. Zero fuel weight is set. Our reserves, final reserve and alternates, that's 2.6 and or 2.5 and 7.6. That will be 8.1, 9.1. So let's do 9.1 here. Cruise altitude, it shows me 390, although I'm pretty sure we can go higher than this. 370. That's set. And cost index 1.5. All done. Minimum fuel temperature -37. CG is good. Let's go to thrust limit. Now I am gonna use the sim brief calculator for this because I'm not sure. Can we calculate V speeds here? That's my question. Airplane, cabin training, maintenance, weight and balance, ground service, pilot utilities maybe, speed conversion, no. Where, I mean, they had a performance page. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try. Can I just use my keyboard? Yes, I can. Brilliant. This one, let's go runways 10. Let's go takeoff 1. Yeah, see, they ask you for the values, so I want the values already in. So what I want, though, is this. This is really cool. And we're not appearing yet. Why? Because the IRSs are not aligned. Totally fine. We still have 4 minutes. We are still good. So let's use the sim brief stuff. It's pretty good. Let's just hit takeoff. Runway 10. Length kilos. Weight is all correct. Flap setting. Let's do optimum. Thrust setting optimum. Bleed setting auto. NTI is auto. The rest of the stuff picks up automatically. So that's good. And let's go calculate now. So what we want is flaps 5 derated 2, flex 15, V1 33, 34, and 41. So pretty good. Let's do it. So we come here, we set 15 on the flex, take off 2. Let's go climb 2, and then I'll change it to climb on the as we pass 10,000. Let's go take off, flaps 5. CG is 28.8, but it will not allow me to put... Oh, yes. Okay, 28.8. Let's do 29 then. 4 units of trim and VRF 22, 32, almost there, 42. Sounds good to me. Alright, and next page we could do the thrust reduction and acceleration. Let's do 800 on the thrust reduction and acceleration 3000, because we're flying quite near the city and we need to be careful with noise. Like you can see, we're literally in the middle of the city. All right, pretty good. We can now already set the MCP for V2 142. Let's do that. 42 is set, and I need to open my charts for the departure. Alright, runway 10. What was the departure again? It was Robin. Robin for runway 10. So... I don't see it. Maybe this one, running 10. Yeah, running 10, there we go. Robin 1 Hotel. 1 Golf, sorry. There we go. Here's the chart. So let's actually open it. I need to make this bigger and open this here. So the chart will get open. I want the chart of the airport, even though we have that amazing map. And I want the initial approach chart in case something goes wrong and we need to go back. So let's go ILS Zulu, runway 10. Or let's say, yeah, let's go Zulu for 10. Open the chart and leave it there. So great, we have airport, we have departure, and we have the chart in case we need to go back. Sounds good to me. This is gonna be for Japan, for Okinawa. All right, great. I can now hide this. Ahad, what's your favorite engine type on the 777-200ER? Honestly, I don't have a favorite. I prefer the N1 indication compared to the EPR. So I do prefer the N1 indication from the General Electric, but I do prefer the sound of this one, of the Pratt & Whitney, and you'll understand why in a moment. All right, we have 15 seconds for the IRS to be aligned. So let's put the directors on already, auto thrust on, and what I wanted to check as well is transition altitude is 11,000. That's good, and Robin 1 Golf. It says 4,000 here, but then let's set 4,000 initially, and then we do the rest of the stuff. 4,000, and initial heading is going to be roughly 100. So that's set. Great, we do have the IRSs aligned, and let's just check here the oxygen mask to make sure it's on emergency, and now just press the button here. You can almost see it there opening up a little bit. So oxygen is tested. Let's do the pre-flight check.
Pre-flight checklist, please. Oxygen.
Tested.
100%.
100%. So we actually do have to check the weather stuff, which I haven't checked yet. QNH 1014. So 1014 is set 1, 2. And I guess if I click here, it will set it there. Yes, 3 times. Perfect. So did you guys see? To synchronize the QNH, you can just click there and it will synchronize. So we have QNH 1014 set reading 30 feet roughly on all 3 of them. And the heading is reading 183 on all of them. So flight instruments, heading, and altimeter is checked.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. That's amazing. And we can check the rest of the stuff here. All the pages work. Again, this is Flightfactor, pretty good stuff, and they did a good job. So the fuel is nice and balanced there. The air, 22 degrees on the cabin, looks good. A lot of doors open. We're gonna start closing those, but first I'm gonna start the APU, and I think it would be a good time to do some briefing stuff. What do you guys think? Do you want to implement a walk around to your streams? Maybe, but the problem is, you know, I want to do, I mean, the stuff as realistic as possible. I never did a walk around on like a real big jet, so I don't think it would be totally honest to you guys, me doing a walk around on a plane or on a type of a plane that I never operated before. So, I don't know, depends. If it's going to be a general aviation airplane, yeah, sure. But this big one, I know you can do it on the 777, but we would just probably spend like 10 minutes here looking at all the stuff. So I just prefer to pass it for this time. Anyways, let's get the brief done and let's get out of here. Today's a chill stream. So here we go. So we're flying the amazing Flightfactor 777-200ER with the Pratt & Whitney 4000 engines. Before I say anything else, guys, we're going to do, as we are doing 2 flights today, we're going to do one startup from the inside of the airplane, and on the next flight, the startup is going to be from the outside of the plane, so you guys can hear those amazing sounds. They really did an amazing job. So if you have a preference, and you want to start the or you want to hear the startup sounds first from the outside or from the inside, just write in the comments, or not in the comments, write in the chat, and I'll do it accordingly. So anyways, that's going to be flight all Nippon 311 Heavy from Taipei to Okinawa. The no temps so far look to be good. We do have some drone stuff flying here, but nothing really significant. I mean, the drones are pretty significant if you hit one of those, but we're not going to look through all of this stuff. This is a pretty long list of no temps. I don't see anything red. VOR 10 not available, not a big deal for us. We're not planning on it. So the no temps are checked. The weather here, wind is variable 2 knots, good visibility, few clouds, 2,500 scattered, 20,000, temperature 23, dew point 19, QNH 1014, no significant change, amazing, and the forecast looks to be pretty good. We're going to check here on the route if we do have anything significant, and by the way, this is exactly the reason why I decided to go from Taipei to Okinawa and then to Hiroshima, because we're going to be catching up with the direction of the wind, because you guys can see here the jet stream, and you guys know that most of the times, apart from some specific conditions, the wind is flowing usually from west to east. So that's why the direction of this flight is like this. No significant weather. I mean, we are pretty close to the clear air turbulence zone, but not affecting us here. Let's just check if we have any SIGMET. Nope. There is this one though. Severe turbulence in Shanghai, but again, not a problem to us. Let's just check how is the cloud situation looking. So pretty cloudy across all the way, and it's going to be cleaning up close to Okinawa. And oh, nice nice band of rain. I wonder if this is probably because the wet moist air is climbing over to the island, cooling down, and then well, as it cools down, it starts to condensate, it starts to rain. That's why there is this very specific shaped cloud. Maybe, or maybe that's just a front. Anyways, so that looks good to me, and I'll just leave this for the alternates because we don't have many here. This looks good. So weather looks good all across the stuff. Anti-ice will be used on auto, and terrain will be used on because I'm not familiar with the region here, and I think there is some terrain actually around the field. We can see here on the charts a little bit. And the MSA is 9,100, so this definitely says something for an airport which elevation is 18 feet. So yeah, definitely some terrain around us. So I'm going to be using terrain radar. The first officer is going to be using the weather radar. All right, good. Now the airport layout, I'm going to use this amazing app here that's included on the EFB. We are parked right here on gate number 6 into the main terminal. We're going to be pushing back into Echo, taxi via Whiskey all the way down there to Whiskey, holding point runway 10 for a departure. Hello, Ekaterina. And then the runway is a little bit wet, as we just noticed that it was just raining like a couple of moments ago, but wind is variable. We're going to do a takeoff 2, flex 50, and flaps 5 takeoff. Departure time is going to be an RNAV departure called the Robin 1 Golf. Basically, we do have a description here. Let's just read through it. Robin 1 Golf departure, climb on runway heading until 600 feet, then track. Tango Sierra India Radial 098 to Sitze. Continue Tango Sierra India Radial 098 until 4000. Then turn left direct to Lima Uniform, then track Lima Uniform 042 bearing. Is that an NDB? Oh yes, it's an NDB. Wow. Amazing, because they were using bearings to intercept APU. Nice. Radial 0742 Robin. So this departure could actually be done by any conventional airplane, like without GPS need. So pretty cool. So it's actually not an RNAV departure, so it's like an overlay. And we do have a note here for Robin 1 Golf departure. Minimum cloud gradient required 7% until 4,000 feet. I'm pretty sure we can comply with that. So that's pretty good. Continuing with the departure radio navs, well, those are all auto-tuned in GPS, so no requirements. Special considerations for the CRM. I don't find any so far, apart from the fact that I'm still learning this airplane. I'm not very familiar with it. I did like maybe 5 flights with it so far. And as for the abnormals, we are going to be doing the normal Boeing stuff. So until 80 knots, we reject for any malfunction. Between 80 knots and V1, we're going to reject for significant malfunctions, in which case I'll call reject, apply the thrust to idle, maximum reverse, let the auto brake work. And then once we stop on the runway, we set the parking brake, call attention cabin crew at stations, and then advise the ATC. And assess the situation, of course. In case we have some failure after V1, we're going to continue initially straight ahead and then a left climbing turn to at least 4,000 feet over to the water, and then basically vector ourselves back. Now there is a second airport, a second international airport here in Taipei, and I actually incorrectly loaded myself in, because I was initially planning to go for this international Taiwan International Airport, and ended up loading on this one, and it was too late for me to reposition, so I just decided to go with it. So we have a second big international airport pretty close to us. So if something goes wrong and we don't really want to fly over the city, that's going to be probably our takeoff alternate, even though I don't see any problem with going back here. I mean, that one has a longer runway. This one, the runway is 2,605 meters, so it's not the longest runway. And maybe like a hydraulic failure or something, the other one would be actually a better option. Let me actually check. I mean, the runway should be, yeah, it's like 1 kilometer longer, so we would be going to that airport in case of a failure. Alright, but we are not overweight though, so that's good. Max landing weight is 213. Our takeoff weight is 191, so we are like 20 tons below, so that's great. On the rest, no considerations. I don't expect lost comms, and that's the brief complete. So good stuff. Are you guys ready? I think I am. Alright, the APU is going to come on, so the secondary external power pops out, so that's good stuff. And what I want right now, the APU is running. We can check that there. Engine, flight controls, the rest is good. So now, let me disconnect this one. And first things first, I am going to go here to the menu, airplane, doors. I'm going to start closing all the doors.
Please close all doors.
So that's the cabin crew who will close. And then I can come here to ground service, and I can actually maybe not through here, but there is an option to remove all equipment, and that is
Yes, sir.
right here. And second page, I think, third page, remove equipment.
Ground equipment is no longer needed. Please remove it.
Of course, sir.
Sir. Very nice. Now I'm going to talk to the purser, and I'm going to put the doors to
Your service.
auto.
All doors to armed mode.
By no means. Not all doors are closed. Should I arm the closed doors?
No.
Not at this time.
We'll do as you ask.
Please close the bloody door.
We need that door closed.
Oh, maybe that's the ground personnel. No, it's the cabin crew. Makes no sense.
At your service.
Let me check. Doors. Now everything is closed, and let's put it to auto.
Yes, sir. All doors are armed and checked.
That should change, right? Yep, great. Very nice. So I can go back there. Let's go beacon light on. Let's put the NTIs to auto, and I'm going to put the right hydraulic to auto. Wait for the light to extinguish. And I'm going to put these ones like that. So I'm going to power up the hydraulics. Great stuff. Checklist next.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door. MCP.
So we've got V2, 142, LNAV, VNAV, armed heading 100, 4000 set.
Set. Takeoff speeds.
122, 32, and 42 set.
Set. CDU pre-flight.
It's completed.
Completed. Trim.
We can now set it. It's 4 units. Actually already set. Good stuff.
Set. Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed. No questions.
Checklist complete.
Great stuff. Checklist is complete. I'm going to leave the engine page open and I'm going to call better Pushback. I know we can use the Pushback from Flightfactor, but
Ground to cockpit.
I don't really want to do a Pushback thing. I mean, it's fun like one time to try it, but it's... I mean, I want to fly planes.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, I'm going to toggle the jetway. And we have an all Nippon Airways A320 near us. Alright, window heat in up. Alright, I guess the reset worked. And we are basically ready for pushback. Let me just check, make sure that we have no ATC. We don't have any ATC, and I have not submitted the flight plan yet. Oh boy.
Nippon 7312 are standing on the nearby you, so we're ready for push, but we'll stand by. If you're ready for push, you can go first, then we will do it next.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Thank you, we'll go first then if you'll allow, or you can go first and push back a little bit further away.
I guess I will replan the push and go a bit further so we can push back at the same time. Thank you.
Roger, then just advise starting pushback so I can start after you.
Roger, my target's connected. I can go for now.
Roger, thank you. Alright, very good. So we are basically ready, all the stuff is done. I'm not using the logo lights because it's daytime. Overhead looks clean. All this stuff looks good.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking space.
Yeah, stand by with the pushback. There you go. So we're gonna come next. Guys, so did you choose? Do you want to listen to the startup sounds on the inside first or on the outside first? I think we should go outside first because we have an A320 behind us and it's probably going to be looking pretty cool. What would you say? Songshan. So I'm going to try to pronounce this. Outside view. Okay, then outside it is. Taipei Songshan traffic, all Nippon 311 Heavy is pushing back from stand 6. Alright, so let's go. Brakes are released. We're clear to go. Beacon is on.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Man, what a view. What a view, I have to say. So I will say bye-bye, something like it. Off block time, set the clock. And we're clear to start, so let's go start number 2 first. Just making sure we do have oil pressure, oil temperature, and oil quantity. Starting. And listen to this. Oh man, that was pretty good, right? Let's start the other one. Again, checking to make sure we have oil pressure, oil temp, oil quantity.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I feel like that's a pretty good startup. And now, APU off, disconnect, APU off, auto brake to RTO, and listen to the flap sounds. You can actually, that's the slats, and you'll hear the flaps in a bit. That's the flaps. Oh my god, it sounds so good.
Tow is disconnected.
Brilliant stuff.
Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. Good JTP. that was quite funny, that face of the guy there. Alright, flight controls are checked. Very good stuff. Recall is checked. Next checklist.
Taxi checklist, please. Recall.
I did check
Flight
that.
controls.
Checked.
Checked. Ground equipment.
Stand by for the signal. Signal received.
Cleared. Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Very good stuff. Alright, we need lights. And the brakes are released. Type A, Sunshine traffic. All Nippon 311 heavy, taxiing by Whiskey to Whiskey, holding point runway 10. Type A. Aha, by the way, sorry, I missed your inside comment. But I'm gonna do the inside on the next flight, so don't worry. Listen to this sound. Wait. Listen, 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 listen. Wait. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh boy, it's a bit sensitive. And on the inside, it feels amazing. It really feels amazing, man. I love this sound. Okay, transponder to transponding. That's set. Terrain radar on my side. It's lagging again. Weather radar on the first officer's side. I guess a little bit of wipers. Luckily, they not make too much sound, so that's good. And also, because this airplane is quite big, it feels like we're taxiing pretty slowly, but actually, look at us, we're already going at 18 knots ground speed. So, yeah. And man, this thing here is amazing. It comes with the airplane for free. I mean, you pay for the airplane, but it comes included. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, I forgot to answer Owen. What are you using for the ground crew? This entire ground crew what you saw so far, this is all included from Flightfactor. It's all part of the airplane, which I think is pretty nice. Yeah, see, it's sometimes it loads something and it just starts stuttering like for a little bit. I have no idea how to deal with that. I mean, I think the guys from X-Plane know what the problem is and they are working on a fix. I really hope they do that, because it's quite annoying. And you especially feel that on the ground. On any airplane. I mean, you can have like 60 FPS and all of a sudden you have that stutter. So annoying. I love the way X-Plane does rain. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think though, like right now, the way the droplets are flowing is not very correct, because our speed is not as fast for them to go up. I think they should still be going down. So that's a little bit weird. All right, let's do a cabin call.
Approaching listening 10.
Checked. Takeoff.
Affirmative.
Very good. So she will be preparing the cabin for departure, and I'll do the checklist.
Checklist. Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. And oh my god, did I do a runway excursion just now? Luckily there's nobody coming to land. Strobe lights on. Yeah, that was the holding point there. Let's do strobes. Let's do a nice lineup job. Final looks clear both on the map and on TCAS. Just making sure that the right side is clear as well. Yes, it is.
10.
Check. Let's go. Landing line on. Taipei Songshan traffic. All Nippon 311 heavy. Lining up runway 10 for departure. Taipei.
Traffic, all Nippon 7 to ask departing traffic, line up and waiting to runway 10.
And
Runway 10.
that was a pretty decent lineup. So let's set the parking brake. Take a screenshot. Yeah, see? That's the holding point. Mikey just did a runway excursion as well as me. Maybe you pay for the FB and the plane is a free gift. That's a good way of thinking as well. Alright, let's go wipers off. Actually, I don't think I'll need any. And let's listen to that. Maybe I should put this on the outside. Yeah, let me do this from the outside. Alright, like this. %. Stabilized. Toga. Oh yes. Thrust set. Airspeed is alive. Oh boy, there's a lot of rain though. 80 knots. Check. Throttle hold. That sun reflection though. V1.
V1.
Rotate.
feet.
Positive rate, gear up. That's pretty impressive. Trust ref, VNAV speed. There's the power reduction. A lot of power reduction. Let's go autopilot 1. Let's actually change this thrust limit. Let's go climb. Oh, it sounds really good, right? And change this to tens of thousands. 370 it is. 370 it is. Should be almost passing 3000 AGL. For the acceleration, there we go. Acceleration altitude. Almost speed for flaps 1. Let's use some flap sound. That sounds good. Almost flaps 1. Or flaps up, correction. Speed is checked, flaps up. Lights are off. Ah, that's the panel flood, sorry. Bye my Taiwan. Thanks for having us. Yeah, the texturing here is not very amazing, sorry. JTP, where did the rain come from? From Austin's house, literally. I have no idea, but it's gonna stop in a minute. I mean, the weather radar is not picking anything, so... Past 6,000 feet. Climbing nicely. Alternate is not available yet. Transition is 11,000. All correct. Man, but that sound, it feels so good. And we are already on the tailwind. Wait, let me do... maybe I'll take the screenshot a bit later with the entire island. Also, after takeoff checklist.
Checklist complete.
I love this. Interactive checklists for the win. 10,000 feet, lights off. Passenger signs, I'll keep them on because we will still be going through that layer of clouds. And that might get a little bit turbulent. I don't know if the weather radar is fully integrated, but I saw a video on YouTube where the weather radar could pick up other aircraft like in real life. Ah, that's interesting. I had no idea about that. Oh, and just check this out. The engine wobbling on the wing is a state of art. Do you see that? That's pretty impressive. And by the way, it looks like it's a bit bumpy. I wonder if I engage the G-loaded camera. Oh yeah, it's a little bit turbulent. Standard set 1, 2, and 3. Oh shit. I just reset the attitude. No! I thought that was for the reset of the barrow. Will it be... Okay, it's some... Do not reset. Sorry. Looks like it's quite bumpy. It looks amazing. Wait, material. Look at this, I mean, with that condensation on the wings. It looks so cool. And the sounds are really well done. I really like the way the sounds are going. Oh no. Owen! Thank you for your $5 donation. Wow. Thank you, man. Oh my god. Thank you so much. There should be like a notification. I didn't hear that. Maybe because I was on the outside view, but oh my god, man, thank you very much. Awesome. I'll get more planes like this and I'll make more stuff for you. Synchrosh Fire, now I want the 300s. The Phenom? Or what? Or the 777? Still a little bit bumpy. Thinking about keeping this G-cam on. I kind of feel like it's a little bit too wobbly, which is my initial opinion on it since the beginning, but we'll see. Virtual pilot, me on the lineup. Oh, the 777 is so beautiful. Stop, where's the line? Oh no! Vlad doesn't see that. Then Vlad, oh, Mike has missed it. I missed it as well, Mike, don't worry. I wanted to stop before it so I can do the checklist and like confirm that there's nobody on the approach, and I just went past it like, oh, I think I just went past the line. I wonder if Mike is gonna do it as well. And you just did, so that was pretty funny. Synchronous Flight 97, the 777-300. Yeah, I mean, are they gonna do it? Maybe in the future? But what I want the most is the freighter, though. Owen Tomlinson, I love the aviation community, they're awesome. Agree. Though, I'll make like a small hash, not the hashtag, but a small asterisk, I think that's how it's called, and mention the fact that the aviation community can be extremely toxic sometimes. But other than that, all good. And again, man, thank you very much. Like, it is still, it is amazing. I probably will never get used to this donation thing happening. Thank you so much, man. I do love the way the clouds are coming closer to the wing and to the airplane overall. So I feel like I just wanna sit here and appreciate the view of the engine. By the way, I'm running medium textures, so if you guys start bashing Flightfactor for the fact that their textures are crap, no, that's just my RTX 2070 that doesn't have more than 8 gigs of RAM. So I mean, I can tune up and put high texture resolution, but probably it will downgrade the rest of the filling. Owen, yes. Oh look, that boat just took a turn to have a better viewing on the 777 here. Synchronous Flight 97, and now we are a shark. Why exactly? Look, man, I love this feeling when you get close to the clouds. Owen, are you a pilot? Oh boy, now it's quite bumpy. Yes, I am. Not a commercial pilot yet, but I do have a private pilot license, and I'm a student pilot. I already completed the ATPL theory. I actually completed my night rating last week. No, wait, this week. Yeah, it was this week. If you are a crew member of the channel, I posted a video. Well, let me just do. Oh boy, let's just get the hell out of here. Whoa, it's really shaking. Come on, VNAV, get us out of the clouds. That's why I decided to not switch off the passenger seatbelt sign. But see, this is quite, I mean... yeah, this feels more like it. Although the engines were wobbling quite a bit. So let's keep the G-loaded camera. Let's get out of here. So yeah, I did my night rating this week. It was actually on my birthday when I finished it on the 26th of February. So pretty cool birthday present for me, for myself. And yeah, I am right now in the hour building phase. So I still have to do like 49 hours of flight time, which I mean, it's not a lot, but it's not a little as well. And I hope to complete it soon enough to get into the instrument rating course, and then onwards to the multi-engine, and then to the commercial, and then to the MCC and upset recovery training as well, and then finish everything to start looking for a job into the airlines. So yeah, that's literally my plan. And the biggest mistake that I did here on YouTube was I used to stream before I started the ATPL, and when I started the ATPL, I understood that I would have very little time because of work, because I have to work at the same time that I study, at the same time that I fly, at the same time that I do all the stuff, and it's really like it drains you, and I feel quite tired. It's been 3 years already, and my biggest mistake was to stop streaming when I got into the ATPL. So why did I go back? Because I missed you guys. I literally missed being on YouTube. I missed the interaction. I missed all the fun, and you know, even those people who say that, oh, you don't learn anything on the sim, that's not true. And the more experience I have in the real world, the more I see that the experience I get from the simming is extremely valuable. It's not one-to-one, but it's very close. And the amount of scenarios that you can experience on the sim is so vast that it becomes a lot easier to take decisions in real life. So it's pretty cool. And so yeah, and then I came back on YouTube, and my idea was like, I'm not gonna stop anymore. And now that I'm actually learning some real world stuff, I want to bring this information to the people online, so that they can learn something as well, and they can enjoy the stuff, and they can become better pilots, like virtual pilots, or if they want to pursue actually aviation, I want to give them something that would be actually useful for them. So that's how I kind of started my channel. And every now and then on the streams, even when we are doing some fun stuff, I try to always give some insight, maybe some technical knowledge, maybe some like briefing stuff, maybe some interesting aspect, maybe some about like how something works. So yeah, I mean, I think last week's stream with the TDS GTN was like peak example of like total output. But that's quite tiring, so I will not be able to do it like it all the times, and I don't think it's really worth it to do it all the times. But yeah. Virtual pilot. By the way, today I was doing my homework with that real flight video in the background, Vienna, Amsterdam. Cool stuff. Virtual pilot. Even Denise Hawkins said that sim experience does help with your aviation imagination and making decisions in real life. There you go. Like, it's literally that. It's literally that. So, I mean, I was once arguing with someone. It was not really an argument, but it was more of a conversation. And it was something like, yeah, you guys learn your you guys earn your instrument rating on the Cessnas, flying at 90 knots, flying those VOR approaches and all the stuff, and then you guys have no idea what it is to fly at 250 knots like on the 737. And I was like to him, I absolutely know it, I understand, that's why sim is amazing. And the guy was like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, I literally understand what you are saying, I'm talking exactly to your point. That's why flight simming is so good. And he was like, no, you're not understanding. I'm like, yes, I am. And then it kind of got somewhere else, but the fact is, this is an invaluable experience. So if you can fly on the sim, definitely do it, especially if you want to fly in the real world later. Also, we are 1,000 feet to go. We're climbing above 1,000 feet a minute, so what I'll do is I'm gonna go vertical speed. I'm gonna go 700, and I'm gonna go back to never mind, like that. So the airplane will keep accelerating, but a smooth level off will follow. Also, look at this, 86 knots of tailwind. Amazing stuff. Owen Tomlinson, the sim is good practice and it creates great muscle memory for a real flight environment. That is true. And just the fact that you already, like, there are so much stuff that you can do on the sim, and different scenarios. And because, well, you know, on the sim you are not really risking your life. So sometimes you do not pay too much attention, or you pay some attention, or it's like different. But on the sim, sometimes you can get in some situation which you really wouldn't want to be in real life. And that doesn't mean like dangerous stuff. That could be like a busy traffic pattern, or that could be like a busy arrival, or that be something regarding to communications. Because like a lot of students have a hard time simply communicating because like they never did it before. And if you did it on VATSIM, like on a busy frequency, you will have absolutely no difficulty doing it in real life. Like, no difficulty whatsoever. Also, I feel like this entire flight will be with seatbelt sign on, because this cloud layer is quite high, but it's still a little bit bumpy. Not as much as it was before, but it still is a little bit bumpy. And I kind of don't want to get the passengers hurt, so I feel like I'm going to let them there. Alright guys, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back like in 2 minutes, okay? Watch the airplane for me. And I'm back. Oh, and by the way, are you a real pilot as well? SHTP, more like mind memory? The muscle memory is very different in the cockpit. True, I would agree on that. Just the fact that you have the brain like focused can probably be it. Alright, also guys, I think it's time to start looking for the arrival stuff, because we are approaching on a quite quick pace. So it is time to start opening some charts here for our arrival. So let's go RNP 18 left, that's what we wanted first. Right, I want the ground chart as well for the airport. 18 left. And our arrival was via Velno. We are coming from the south. Velno south arrival. I guess it's literally this one, so let me open this. I guess so. Initial approach chart, I opened that. VFR is not required, text is not required. Do we have like a parking stuff? Yeah, we do have. Let me open this just in case. Alright, so this is the initial approach chart. This is the airport. This is the airport underground. Let me rotate it. Zoom in a little bit. This sounds good. And like this. I can close that. I can close this for now. Alright, so. Oh, and what do you fly? Awesome. It's really cool. Virtual pilots. I've seen some guys in Pulkovo on the DA42 practicing circuits. I think they are real-life students preparing for their exams or something. That is pretty cool, but at the same time, I feel like doing traffic patterns on such a big airport is not really I mean, I would call it too easy, because the runway is just so big, so wide, that you don't ever get that feeling of I need to be stabilized, or I need to be in the right place, in the right spot, because the runway is too short. Because yes, of course you can say like, okay, I'm gonna aim for the markers, I'm gonna land on the markers. Yes, you can do that, but you don't have that psychological feel of having, in fact, a shorter runway or a smaller runway or whatever. Like it's more about general aviation probably, but yeah. All right, here we go. This is our ground chart. Very nice stuff. We're going to be landing here on 18 left, and I'm going to probably plan on vacate on Echo 7 or Echo 8. Now I want to take the least amount of time on the ground for this one. Let's use auto brake 3. That is armed, and I'm going to be doing a little briefing because I think it's time for it, right? Let me just open the METAR here, because I think this is important. And let's start the briefing. Before we do that, stand by, guys. Let me just put the minimums here. So we're going to do LNAV, VNAV. Let's do 430 on the minimums. 430. 430 there, and let's do 430 there. We really have to do it slowly, otherwise it will not work. We'll just scroll through very fast. Also, I forgot to set the timer. Oh, on the clock for the flight time. Anyways, almost 40 miles to top of descent. Let's do the arrival briefing. So the status of the airplane so far is all good. The weather in our destination is looking nice. It's right now wind 15013, good visibility, broken at 900s, overcast 1100, temperature 22, KNH 1017. So it is actually a bit of wind coming from the left side for us, and pretty low clouds, so we won't see too much of the scenery, unfortunately. It's all good to me. Fine. No temps. I'm going to assume it's checked, so working nicely. NTS is on auto. I'm going to put up on the terrain radar because, again, I'm not familiar with the area, and there might be some terrain. We can see that the MSA is 2,700, which is not a lot, but it's not a little. So I'll keep the terrain radar on, especially with that low ceiling. Our top of descent is going to be like in a bit, literally. VNAV. Oh boy, I keep forgetting where does it show, like the top of descent. There we go, 36 miles to go to top of descent, so that's all nice. And we are going to be arriving via the Velno arrival to Vigor, and from Vigor we're going to go direct to... Actually, stop. God damn it, that's the wrong chart. We actually do have the north arrival. That was on my side. Star Velno North. Exactly, Theta. That's good catch. Good catch on my side. There we go. Alright, so from Velno we fly to Theta. We need to be above Theta at 2000. Very simple arrival. And from Theta we're going to jump into the RNP runway 18 left. Above 2000, Theta is the initial approach fix. We're going to continue to RICOM, which we have to be at 1,200 feet, mandatory, maximum 210 on the speed. This is quite of a low altitude, wow. Am I missing something here? I don't think so. RICOM below 1,200, that's quite of a restriction there. And then CAMG. At CAMG, it's the final approach fix where we do have to be at 1,200. Now, this is a very, very little. It's 3.6 miles to the runway, so we probably should be configured at this point, gear down and all the rest of the stuff done. Very weird. LNAV, VNAV, minimum 430 already set on the Barra, and missed approach direct to Hotel 8 Lima 51 at or below 1,200 feet to Hotel 8 Lima 522 Oval and hold at 2,000 feet. Contact NAHA approach. Very interesting stuff. So that's it. Radio nav's not required. Alternate Or alternate, I actually didn't really check. I guess alternate is to fly back, so fine, we do have the fuel for it. 13.5, let me reset the altitude here so that it doesn't tell me anything. And let me just come here to Purser.
Listening.
Oh, I don't have anything for the descent. How about the PA? Descent, delay, cruise destination, goodbye.
Dear passengers, due to some unexpected circumstances,
Oh, no unexpected circumstances. We are doing everything right and we're flying nicely. Anyway, continuing the briefing. So, config and distance, we're going to be using auto brake 3 with flaps full. Or maybe flaps 25, 136. We do have a little bit of wind there. VAP will be 141. This sounds about right. Maybe for the fuel that would be a little bit better. So that sounds good. And I plan to exit there on Echo 7 or Echo 8. Echo 7 will be better, and then taxi to the parking spots right there onto the gate. I can actually check here via the chart the biggest parking positions. Any of these ones probably will fit just fine for us. Alright, on the rest, no special considerations. We are not overweight, no nothing, and that sounds about right. I need to silence my WhatsApp. That's the brief complete. Hatomer, what's the website you are using for charts of Japan? I am using, this is called AirMate. It is a program. Let's stand by, let me just do the checklist. The recall is checked.
checked. Notes.
Notes.
Auto brake.
Set.
Set. Landing data.
Set.
Approach briefing.
Completed.
Completed. Checklist complete.
Very good. So the website I'm using, it's called AirMate, and it's actually used in real world flying. You do create an account for it, and you can just use it. It has all the AIP charts for the entire world for free. Quite useful. Some of the layouts are not very user-friendly, let's call it like that, but other than that, pretty good app. Owen, general aviation instrument rated twin engine. Awesome, man. You probably have a lot of fun experiences. SHTP, is 80s not available? What do you mean? The 80s is the voice, is like the voice or the automated weather information report. In this case, we don't have an ATC, so VATSIM doesn't populate an ATIS, or an ATC doesn't populate an ATIS. So I'm using the normal METAR. And by the way, we are using VNAV. Lovely. Virtual pilot, well, the cockpit of the 777 Sunset Sky looks so great. Yes, until we started to see the reflection of the sun. Syncrush Flyer, if you need a good challenge, try to Romeo Juliet Charlie Hotel. It's a nice approach. Let me take a note on that. Romeo Juliet Charlie Hotel. I was actually thinking about flying on the E-Jet back here in the future, because in Japan they use quite a lot of Embraers, and those can land on some pretty short runways, so it should be interesting. Owen Tomlinson, how long is this flight? This is roughly 1 hour, and I think, yeah, it's like literally 1 hour. It says actually less than that. Airtime 54 minutes. So I'm going to go with the 54 minutes. Also, I am just going to proceed direct to Theta, because there is no traffic, there is no any need to do all of this crazy turns ahead of us. So I'm just going to go direct to Theta. Let's just assume that the ATC gave us that. So we are now going to be above the vertical path, but that's totally fine. We'll try to see what the VNAV does. And yeah, the sunset is looking cool. I mean, I love the colors. And this airplane, I like how this airplane looks with this livery. It is pretty nice. But I'm gonna change the flight time. Or do you guys want to keep this time and we're gonna do the last leg at night time? I mean, we could do that as well. No big deal. Yeah, but the sunset is pretty good. Alright, let me see. VNAV. Progress, maybe. Never mind. We can actually see we are 6,000 feet above the target altitude, so let's use some speed brakes to slow ourselves down. And the clouds have just turned black. You know, flying at night kind of feels like this. This is what you see. But on a clear day. It's literally black. A little bit scary, but not too much. And back into the rain at flight level 270. Alright, did I... Yes, I did. We did the briefing, we did the descent checklist. One thing I missed, though, is position altitude, which is in Japan, I think it's always the same, which is like 110 or 10,000 for transition altitude and 110 for transition level. Because I don't see it written here on the chart, so probably they have one for all the stuff, like in the United States, or New Zealand, or Australia, or somewhere else in the world. But yeah, we're gonna use flight level 110. I wonder... Yeah, that sounds more or less right. That's 25, 136. Looks good. Oh boy, look at that. Now this is cool. I like how this looks. This looks pretty, right, huh? Man, this cockpit is nice. I never really liked it before because it was like brown, and brown looks weird, but I guess I either became old or something, but I'm starting to like it. And we got a cabin call.
On the line.
I can bring you some coffee, Captain. Would you like it?
Nah, thank you.
Not at this time.
Got you.
I got you. That's pretty good. Virtually, we have another explained moment. True. We have 200 feet ceiling in Hiroshima, so we won't be able to enjoy the views. Really? God damn it. Man, this looks pretty good right now. Look at this. Holy. I mean, look at this. Are you serious? I mean, I'm gonna fill my memory with screenshots now. It looks pretty good. Lower lights. Awesome. Yeah, this one not required. It looks pretty good. The map light not working. This is broken, or maybe that's because of delivery, I wonder. But yeah, to like at night to read load sheet, you actually need this light. So it's pretty good, pretty cool that they did it. Imagine sitting in real life. That's a dream, man. Oh, look at that. Look at that, that looks pretty good. I like how it looks right now. Screenshot. This looks pretty amazing. And there's not a boat doing a U-turn because he's looking for us, and we look amazing. Alright, we're catching with the profile slowly but surely. I can put this speed brake out on maximum. it just looks so sexy. Damn. I'm really liking this cockpit. Niels Christiansen, oh my god, you just gave oh my god. My brain just locked up now. You just gave you just made someone a crew member of the channel. Thank you very much. So I guess Big Mungus, welcome to the crew of the channel. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. And Niels has subscribed for 2 months already. I see you are now an avid simmer. Congratulations and thank you very much for your support, man. Great to see you here. I hope it's everything good with you. And ShayTP, 7 months. 7 months, man. I can't believe it's already 7 months. Wow. Holy cow, 7 months, that's a lot of time. That is really a lot of time. Thank you, guys. It's incredible. Oh my god. Time flies, literally. And Niels blue skies, figuratively speaking at least. Thank you so much, man. I hope you're good. Thank you for the support. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to decrease the speed brakes a little bit there so the yellow warning range gets a little bit away. And it's already showing me standard, so maybe it's flight level 140 here in Japan. I can't remember, so let's just change it. Doesn't matter really. So 1017 set here. Sync it, set, and on the standby. 1017 set. Let's do the pro checklist. Altimeters are set.
Set. Checklist complete.
Excellent. So that's great stuff. We are now continuing the descent, still on idle. I love that little rumble of the engine. You can hear it. I really like that. Syncrash 597 welcoming the new member. Syncrash 597, how I look at it. Look, you too. Oh, I guess I know what happened. I guess this is because the first live stream when I announced the memberships, it was exactly 7 months ago. I guess this is the only explanation. And so you guys started subscribing, and it's now like, or maybe because it's the 1st of March, I have no idea. But still, this is pretty cool. Thank you very much. So nice. Virtual Pilot, it is 140 by the charts indeed. Thank you very much, boy with the Japs and charts. Man, I'm loving the way the light looks on the outside, and I guess the cabin is probably all dark. There should be a way to correct that. Somewhere probably in airplane. Captain commands, no. Cabin controls, exactly. Climate, cabin lights, main cabin lighting. Let's do 20. 20 and kitchen. Let's do 30. I wish this would be automatic. Let's just check it out real quick. Unlock the door. Let's see how we're looking on profile. Looking good. Yeah, it looks nice now. Who is sitting here? Yeah, probably this one would be better. To be sitting by the wing. By the window, sorry. And now if I go back, because I left the door unlocked, it should work. Yeah, but if I would lock the door, I would have to input the code. And 10,000 feet, that means lights on. And that means logo and wing light on as well. So we now can actually see the airplane at night. Pretty cool. Alright, time to focus on the approach because, as you guys remember, we will be going quite close to the ground, like 1,200 feet. Synchronized in our 7 packs pay for flight, not for light. True. 20 miles to go. I would probably get some flaps right now. I wonder if that will affect. Let me try if speed is good for flaps 1. Let's do flaps 1. Okay, it keeps the 250 there. So let me actually do this. Do this and let the airplane slowly decrease. But I would like to keep the vertical speed though. I know. Don't add power. We are still fast. I'm starting to see some lights on the outside. I guess we still need the speed brake, and better go with VNAV. Virtual pilot, I'll leave you now. I'll leave you for now to concentrate on the approach. Have a nice landing. Thank you very much, and I wish you the same, because you are quite close to me as well. Man, I really wonder what is the restriction for the approach being so close to the ground, like 1,200 feet on the final approach fix. That's quite low. Yeah. Alright, so far so good. We are catching up with the profile. Beta above 2,000, and then RICOM we have to be below 1,200. At or below. So at or below it is. At maximum 210. Flight 380, hey, welcome to live stream. Just joined now. Where are you landing? I'm landing in Okinawa, and great to see you here. It's been lovely. It's been a lovely flight, and we have a second leg coming to Hiroshima into what looks like some pretty low ceiling. So I guess if it's 200 feet of ceiling, that means we will have to plan for the ILS, because we won't have minima for the RNAV. So we actually will have some planning going on right now, because otherwise we would probably need to divert. Also, I really don't like the way he's doing all this stuff right now. I mean, I'm giving him maximum everything. Can I go flaps 5? No. Guess we will be a little bit fast, just a tiny bit. Flight 30. Nice, thanks. You're welcome. And here goes the speed. But I would prefer to get down, honestly. Let's go 210. Speed is checked. Flaps 5. It is a little bit turbulent, but I think he can handle it. Yeah, I know. This airplane is very, very slippery. Speed brakes out. Let's go 200. Whoa! That actually opened up pretty beautifully. Alright, I feel like we will be able to do it. We're almost at 210, and we're almost reaching below 1,200, so I could say we probably more or less did it. Checked. That makes total sense. Because of our descent rate, now I can remove the vertical. And we can level off. Enable VNAV. God damn it. Leveling off, very good. For flaps 5, he will now shut up, right? Right. FMC message, drag required, that's not true anymore. And here we go. Now, VNAV is armed, speed is looking good. Starting to configure. Damn, man, this airport came out of nowhere. Let's go. Okinawa traffic, all Nippon 311 heavy established on the RNAV, runway 18 left. Okinawa. Oh my god, look at this. It looks amazing. Let's keep configuring. Flaps 15. And I'm gonna set the lowest altitude, which will be the minima, 430. This is a nice thing from the 777. It allows you to set your MDA, which is really cool. And I want to lower the speed because we're 5 miles out. Let's put gear down. Speed brakes aren't. And let's put for flaps 25. I wonder if it will start the descent automatically. Gear down, lights on. And 36, 141 is what I want. And please descend, VNAV path. Away we go. Landing checklist.
Flaps.
Well, flaps should be coming. Flaps 30. No, flaps 25. My mistake. That's what checklists are for. Checklist is complete. I have the runway in sight. Autopilot off. We are a little bit high, so let me correct this. And let me set go around altitude
Approaching
2000.
8 left.
Checked. Whoa, wrong button. We are clear to land. 2 whites, 2 reds. That descent rate, though, is a little bit... Oh boy, I don't like this G-cam. Now I wonder why this was stressing me out. There we go. Did you see that shaking from the flight controls? Nah. Pass. Auto thrust off.
Approaching minimums.
Checked.
500.
A bit high, correcting.
Minimums.
Continue.
400.
That was a little bit of a messy approach there. Still learning this airplane. But we are nice and good. Yeah, man, I disconnected the autopilot like a minute ago.
200.
Back on track.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse, please. Thank you. Speed brakes up. Reverse is normal. The reverse on this one is a little bit weird. It takes its time. And I guess we're gonna miss our exit. Manual braking. Reverse is out. Well, welcome to Okinawa after a little bit of a messy approach. We made it safely on the ground. Oof. And it's lagging.
Approaching 3 6 right.
Alright, let's slow down the airplane nicely. Can disengage terrain. Speed brakes up, flaps up. Lights off. Strobe off. Okay, now traffic, all Nippon 311 heavy, running 18 left vacated. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Oh my god, thank you guys. I'm not going to show you guys a replay because it really bugs this airplane. The replay is a little bit weird, so we're just going to keep going, okay? We do have some planning to do for our Hiroshima flight. Alright, flight directors are reset, transponder to transponding, and wing light off. Good stuff. Auto brake off. Clear the recall. Why do I feel like the taxi lights are barely on? The taxi light is not working. Oh, really? Do we have a broken taxi light? No. What? What?
Canal traffic, Nippon 731, just final runway 1 left.
That was pretty funny. Alright, 2 minutes for the clock for the engines cool down. And let's park it. Let's watch Mike's landing. I mean, I've been missing the landings, so I really have to catch the landing now. Minus 166 feet per minute. Shay TP, I'm terribly sorry, but I stopped using Volante because it was eating up resources, and so yeah, I decided to stop using it. So terribly sorry, but there will be no landing rate. Sorry. Owen Tomlinson, very nice, thank you very much. Flight 380, very nice landing, thank you very much. And Hadamer, thank you very much as well. Niels Christensen, simply put, I really like the Flightfactor 777, and I feel at home in it since it somehow conveys Boeing in their heyday. Take it from an Airbus fan. Listen, I am an Airbus fan as well, and I loved this airplane. I think they did a fantastic job, and the airplane is very solid already. Like, it's not, they still call it beta version, but it's better than many released airplanes out there. So yeah, totally agree with you. And I think anyone who likes to fly airliners and wants a good airliner should get the 777. Alright, I'm gonna park up here on one of these gates. Mike is coming closer. On approach, I want to go there into that one. Still not used to its size and the turning radius, so pardon me for that. Owen Thomason, thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you very much, man. I'll be keeping flying for the next leg to Hiroshima. So check you, I guess see you later then. Have a good day, man. Thank you very much for being here. And Mike is right around the corner. Hatimer, why don't you use the landing rate script? I kind of feel like it doesn't work very well. Oh, my keyboard just stopped working. No, I want to see the landing. Oh, what's going on? Alright, I'm watching the landing from here. Huh? Yay! We catched it. We catched the landing. Very nicely done. Also, we are completely blinding the round guy. And I didn't do the after landing checklist. Oh no, it's just a shutdown, so we wait. Stand by with that. Alright, brakes. What did I do? Am I pressing somewhere for the keyboard? No, it's working now. But the alphabet is not working. Am I writing somewhere? 3 minutes it is. So we've got APU power on. Let's go shut down the engines. And fuel pumps off. Seatbelt sign off. This is gonna go off, and off. Beacon light off. The lights are all off. Great stuff. Got to call the PA for landing, but that's totally fine. Doors to manual.
What can I do for you?
Doors to manual mode, please.
Yes, sir. All disarmed and checked.
Good stuff, and now we're gonna call ground crew. It will take a little bit of time.
Good day. Hope you are all doing well today.
Good to hear you, sir. The ground personnel is at your service.
Great. This is what I want. Shocks, GPU 1, GPU 2. We are at the
What can I
gate.
call for you?
Stairs.
Shocks
catering,
Yes, of course.
and then we want this, and that's about it. Whoa, Synchrosh 97! You just made another crew member here for the channel, so New Manon just got a subscription. Thank you very much, man. Oh, man. ShTP, I'll see you later. ShTP, thanks for tuning by. I will be preparing the rest of the flight for the next leg. So if you have to go, thanks for stopping by. It was great to see you here. Secret Flight 97, I go and buy some sushi. I am back in 5 minutes for next flight. Sounds absolutely amazing. And Hills Christensen gives us the takeoff okay. And we're going to compute to open the doors.
Please open the door.
Wonderful. Unlock the cockpit door. It's already unlocked. It just closed again, right? It did. Alright. I'll leave the rest of the stuff on. External power on. APU off. Shutdown checklist. I just want a normal checklist though. Shutdown.
Shutdown checklist, please. Parking brakes.
Set.
Weather radar.
Oh no, we forgot the weather radar.
Checklist complete.
That was a big mistake on my side. Alright, very good. Checklist is complete. We are on the ground and we have connected all the stuff. The jet bridge is on. By the way, this is a little bit weird. Oh, look, Mike is parked next to us. This is a little bit weird, but Flightfactor actually gives us a little jetway coming on from. So we don't really have an option to turn it off, at least not that I know. But I really wish there would be an option to like not display anything. So yeah. Okay, I got it. What was wrong? I for some reason changed the language to Russian in my keyboard. Now I got everything back. So that's why it wasn't assuming any of the stuff. Very nice. Let's do airplane loading service. Unload.
You may allow the passengers to deplane. Please offload the catering.
Very nice. Ah, no, not the catering. Ah,
Unloading the luggage.
stop. Pause.
Something has come up. Please pause the process.
Yeah, don't unload the catering. We need the catering. That's it. Let's just put reload. Okay, so, guys, next flight is to Hiroshima.
Affirmative.
And that means we require a little bit of planning. Why do we require a little bit of planning? Because, as Mike said, the ceiling in Hiroshima is at 200 feet. And that's a problem. I mean, that's not really a problem, but it's some sort of a problem. So, I think this is it. Because what this will tell you is, let me see, variable 1 knot, visibility 1,400 meters, broken, overcast 200, so it's literally fog right now, variable 1 knot. So guys, this is my suggestion. Let's do the next thing. Let's fly real time, so night time, with real weather, and do a night approach with an ILS, because there is an ILS there, luckily. And if this goes wrong, we are gonna divert. Our alternate is Osaka, Kansai International Airport. Not very far, so feels pretty good to me. And this is my suggestion. Let's try and do it. I don't think I did a low visibility landing in a long time, so maybe even an auto land. We'll see. We'll see what's the category of ILS that's allowed in Hiroshima. So we're going to take a little bit more of extra fuel. Block fuel is 70 tons, pardon me. I will take probably 19, so let me retouch this.
Please start the refueling process.
Again, yeah, perfect.
Starting refueling, sir.
So refueling is now started. And until the passengers leave, we're gonna then load up the passengers. So let me reconnect to that. So we need to change call signs. ANA 312, that's what we're gonna be. And Hatomer, no, my cookies. Yeah, we saved your cookies, don't worry. Alright, and I'm gonna pre-file this on the network, pre-file, and 312, this sounds good, 39,000 feet, filed flight plan is filed, sorry, and open this thing. We should not have any ATC because it's literally in the middle of the night there, so this looks good to me. This is correct. All right, now let's check Hiroshima, plates. This is what I want. I want the aerodrome, of course. Let me put this, oh god damn it. Misclick. Oops. Luckily we have all the charts for Osaka, correction, for Okinawa open. So not a big deal. Alright, here we go. Plates. So, aerodrome. I want to open this. Then, let's see, what do we have here regarding obstacle chart? This is really not for us. Radar minimum chart, obstacle chart. Yeah, initial approach chart. So, good. We have an ILS Yankee runway 10 Cat 3, which means we can do an auto land, but I'll go for the ILS Zulu because it's a straight in, and we are arriving from the south. So let's open this. This means we can actually go there. And because this is a category 3, you know what this means? RVR is 100, so this is within the limits, and we don't have minima. So the minima is literally 0, so we can land with no visibility, which is really good. Did I hear something? Oh yeah, somebody's calling me.
Sir, we have completed loading the catering.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Alright, the passengers are deboarding still, so let's wait on that. So yeah, that's good. We do have the ILS for Hiroshima, and because the wind is so light and variable, we can actually go for it. Good stuff. Now let's see the weight. 173.5, so literally the same loading. Fuel is good. 390 minus 54. Cost index again 15. The rest you guys know the drill, so good stuff. I could literally not touch the passengers. So he's loading the fuel. He is... Oh, he's unloading the cargo. Please don't do that.
Sure.
I actually want to reload that.
Please start loading the luggage.
And let's just assume we're gonna board new passengers.
Please stop.
Certainly.
And let's just reload the passengers.
Please start loading the passengers.
Wonderful. And meanwhile, we are gonna come here to route, and we're gonna do everything from the beginning. So, Romeo Oscar Hotel Alpha, correction, Romeo Oscar Alpha Hotel to Romeo Oscar Romeo Juliet Oscar Alpha. Flight number ANA 312 Heavy. Departing runway 18 left. That's without the questions. SCOP 3 departure. Do we have a transition? Amami, yes we do have. There we go. Route, activate, execute. Next page. Yankee 25 for the airway. Then Yankee 45. Does it do the cross field bomb map? That's correct. And then Yankee 453 to Marco. No, that's wrong. No, never mind, it's correct. Sunful Foxtrot Lima. Execute. And now who's calling us? This is actually pretty realistic. Ground crews calling.
Done with the refueling.
Thank you.
Seatbelt sign on. Fuel pumps on. Good stuff. This is pretty realistic. I like how they're doing this. All right, and now let's do arrival. Arrival. We do not have really an arrival for this one, so I guess I can just go ILS 10 Zulu. Via. Do we have a via though? Missen. Yeah, that'll be it. Direct Missen and execute route. Perfect. Let's go perf init. I'll do the rest of the stuff in a minute. Let's wait for the load sheet to be complete. I'm just gonna put the weight, the altitude. Cruise is gonna be 390, Costinix 15, and reserve is alternate plus final reserve 2.5 plus 4.4. This is gonna be 6.9. Yeah. Set. Then I'm gonna go with the rest of the stuff, V speeds and etc. Synchronous Flyer 297, they try to steal the cargo. Yeah. I'm just not sure if this, if the Flightfactor does the auto land, so I guess this is going to be a surprise for us. And I just want the chart for the departure out of here. So standard instrument departure. We are doing the SCOB RNAV. Open this on a separate way. And if something goes wrong, we do have the the RNAV back here. So the airplane is doing pretty good, even though it doesn't literally have VNAV, as they say, or a very basic one. All right, while we wait a little bit for the cargo is almost in. I'd probably start the APU already, maybe, because from this point onwards things are gonna go pretty quickly. So let's go already APU on. Let's see if we hear some noise. Ooh. That was a nice noise on the start. And it shows me 1 hour and 20 minutes of air time. Of course, we're going to try to fly as quick as possible. And probably unrestricted speed. As we get the flaps up, I'll go straight for 280 knots below 10,000. Because it can be done. What is this guy doing? And probably we got a call. No, not yet. Passengers are all on board. I mean, I feel like 123 passengers. There's very little, but we do take a lot of cargo. I'll take that. I think it's time to drink some coffee. Alright, APU is on. The external power secondary has disconnected, so that's correct. And there we go. There's the call.
Captain, luggage loading is done.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So that was good. So only the passengers are left. And we are waiting exactly on that. So let's do a quick briefing, and we're gonna leave the V speeds for later, just to make sure we actually get things moving.
The load sheet is here for you.
Oh, the load sheet is there. All right, so I guess we can go.
Did you want something?
Captain, the passengers Passengers are all on board.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. All right, so load sheet, we've got 173.4 on the zero fuel weight. That's set. Thrust limit, I'm going to do my own here. Let's do takeoff 1 to get the hell out of here. Or maybe, you know what? Let's do full power. Takeoff power, climb. So, or climb 1 so we hear a little bit of thrust reduction. How about that? Yeah, let's do climb 1. Take off, climb 1. So let's go flaps 5. CG is 29. Trim is 4 units. 22, 32, 42. Literally the same speeds. That is set. LNAV, VNAV is armed. 182 is set. And let's go for 10,000 feet initial altitude. Sounds good to me. Just put this to dome light. And disconnect the external power. I'm going to put one of the hydraulic pumps to on. Just want to light to extinguish. Switch this on to on. Alright. So we don't need the pre-flight checklist. Yeah, I know the flight controls are not pre-flight before start. Alright, then I'll leave it. Okay, this way, then we're gonna go doors.
Please close this door.
Okay.
And let's remove this.
Yes, sir.
Please disconnect the
Oh,
service stairs.
the rest of the stuff
Already
is already out, so that's good. And I'm going to leave this on the airport map, so the taxi is going to be very short. Alright. Briefing time, right? Briefing time. Are you guys ready? I am. Let's go. We're flying the same 777-200. Beautiful sounds. Amazing airplane flights. All Nippon 3122 to Hiroshima. The note hams are the same. They checked. Weather is looking good. We could check now a little bit of the weather for the rest of the flight. We do have some precipitation there in the area of arrival, but so far on the flight looks to be about good. Less clouds, which is nice. So maybe, I mean, we won't enjoy any views because it's nighttime, but what we will probably enjoy is a little bit of clear air turbulence, which this dashed area means, because we're going to be crossing the jet stream. And once we come over to mainland Japan, we do actually have moderate icing, which is what this symbol means, with the top level of flight level 160, and it goes below flight level 100, because the significant weather charts are only done on a range starting at flight level 100. So if the icing goes below flight level 100, that's when you get the crosses. Alright, so anti-icing, I mean, it's on auto, so I don't think should be any problem with that. Well, I'm going to be using terrain radar for the departure again. And our airport layout out of here is exactly the same. We are stopped here, I think, on position 22. We're going to be pushing back here on Mike 2, taxiing via Alpha, all the way to the holding point of runway 18 left. So we're going to use full length, and with flaps 5 full power out of here, so we can enjoy a lot of the noise. Our departure is going to be the SCOP 3 departure, runway 18 left. Climb on heading 183 at above 500, direct to Cayenne, then to Alpha Hotel 801, then to SCOP. No restrictions, pretty straightforward. Sounds good to me. So basically we're going to do left and left, and then a left again, I guess. Wait, what? No, never mind, sorry. Exactly, left and left. Pretty simple, and then straight up north. Radio nav's not required, no special considerations as for the abnormals. We're gonna use the same briefing that we did before to save time. The only difference is, in case we have a failure after V2 and we need to continue, we're gonna continue straight ahead, climbing to at least 3,000 feet over the water, and then vector ourselves back for a landing. If we would require an ILS, there is an ILS for runway 18 right. So keep that in mind. And the rest is exactly the same. We're not overweight, and we do not have our considerations, so that's the brief complete. Alright, good stuff. Let's go here, call better pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
I will see if it actually can push me back here. Probably not, so let's do it like this. Maybe here and here. I think this would be a good idea, and I can give enough space to Mike so he can push back as well. Alright, let's lower this. Beacon light on. Checklist. Normal checklist before start. Wait, I need to reset the checklist, I guess.
Shutdown checklist. Adiro. Before start. Adiro.
Now stand by on that. Door locked. I wonder how can I reset. Oh, there we go. Reset checklist. Alright, so we've got V2 142 heading 182 10,000 feet set.
Set. Takeoff speeds.
122 32 and 42 set.
Set. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trem.
4 units. We need to set that to 4 units.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Oh, by the way, an interesting thing. I forgot to ask the cabin crew to disarm the doors, but they did not deploy the slides, because if you open the door and the door is armed, it will deploy the slide, and that didn't happen. So let's actually continue. Trim is set.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Completed. Checklist complete.
Wonderful. So let me actually check here. Hydraulic fuel. Fuel is nice and balanced. Doors. See, everything is on manual. So let me call cabin crew. Doors to auto.
Yes.
All doors to armed mode.
All armed.
Wonderful. Everything
Welcome
else
aboard,
is
Captain.
disconnected.
Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Remove the jetway. Alright, and okay, now at traffic, all Nippon 312 heavy is pushing back stand 22 into Alpha Taxiway. Alright, now let's go. Close this page, open the engine page. Brakes are released.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Start the chrono, and away we go. So, guys, we're gonna listen for the engine startup sounds
Thank you very much.
on the inside. Wing view probably. So let's go starting 2. Making sure we do have all pressure, all temperature, all quantity. Full control on. Away we go. We were not heard on Unicom. Oh, because I forgot to press on the base. Yeah, thank you. I'll correct that. It does sound good. That was a good start. Number 2, starting 1. And this is because I didn't press the mic there. Pressure, temp, and quantity looking good. Ah, this sounds amazing. All right, I've put already the flaps out for you guys because, well, we were there. Why not? APU off, auto brake, RTO, and flap 5s are set. Wonderful. APU cool down, doors auto, seatbelt on. Auto throttle disconnect. Well, cancel that. TCAS is good. All right. Terrain on my side. Weather radar will be on his side in a bit. Oh my god. That was amazing sound. I really like that. It's subtle. It's not like, you know, that crazy bass sound, but it's I don't know, I like it. I think it's very well balanced, and that's how a plane should sound, because it's not like overly exaggerated. Let's do a flight controls check. Pull up, pull down, neutral, pull left, pull right, neutral.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Brakes are set. Rudder for left.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright. Done.
Shutdown checklist, please.
Yeah, man. No. I want the before taxi.
Before taxi checklist, please. Adiro, recall.
Wait. Can I reset everything? Oh, reset normal. There we go. Good.
Taxi checklist. Recall. Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Ground equipment.
Stand by on that. And synchro not a sound. First plane, we don't need a sound pack. I totally agree with you. It is just so good out of the box. Oh, and the modeling of all
And we're
that
disconnected. Signal and pin on the
inside
right. Take
stuff
it easy.
there,
Safe flight.
it is spot on. I mean, it's not a very good light now, but it is all modeled. Dome light off. He said on the right. Yeah, there he goes. And pin is received, and hand signal is received. Good stuff. So ground equipment is clear.
Checklist complete.
Checklist is complete. We need lights, and let's go. Oh boy, that guy just got blown out by the lights. All right, and Okinawa traffic. All Nippon 312 heavy taxi via Alpha to Honey Point runway 18 left. Okinawa. Brakes are released. Away we go.
Okinawa traffic, Nippon 7313, Pushback is staying up, United traffic, Okinawa.
And we can do weather radar for the first officer's side. Brake checked. Looking good. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Modeling throughout is so good through. And Neil's Builds A300 was the first add-on I experienced where I thought that the no sound pack was needed. I think I watched some videos with it and it did indeed sounded very good. Insta 10. That Brad and Whitney Hell. I love it. I think it's so good. Alright, let's do before takeoff checklist.
Flight checklist.
Ah, god damn it.
Tested 100%.
Can I just keep going to whatever I need, which is before takeoff?
Checklist. Checklist complete.
Very nice. Checklist is complete. Let's give a call to PA.
Sir,
Prepare for takeoff.
of course.
Wing light
sir.
on. Strobe, transponder. Just missing the landing lights. Let's line up. This has some weird texturing going on. Let's line up on the next one so we have full length. Okinawa traffic, all Nippon 312 lining up, running 18 left for departure. Okinawa. Finals clear, nobody's on TCAS, just missing the clear left. call, and it's just clear now. Beautiful. Let's go, lights on. Oh man, just look at it. Feels amazing.
Approaching 18.
I love how this airplane looks at night. And technically, we should not taxi above these lines. Probably I did something wrong there, or it's the scenery that's a little bit wrong.
On runway 1. Left.
Alright, let's stop here. Hatamir, are those charts on the EFB free? You mean this thing? Yes, this comes with the airplane. Literally part of the airplane. Alright, let's go. Okinawa traffic, all Nippon 312 departing runway 18 left. Okinawa. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's put the clock on. 50%. Oh, I love that sound. Stabilized. Full power. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. Oh boy, I feel like we're gonna get up in the air in no time. 80 knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. LNAV. Outside view. I guess this one is better. You know what? Let's enjoy above 400 autopilot on. Ah, that's the lag. There's the power reduction. And we went inside a cloud, right? Yes, we did. That was a little bit of a weird level off. Yeah, the wing flex is amazing as well. It should have kept climbing though. I feel like. And I want to get into the acceleration altitude so I can start putting the flaps up, but in the wing view. There we go. This sounds really nice. And almost on flaps up. Speed is checked. Flaps up. Lights are off. We can set 390. 390 is set. And we can go on climb power. Oh, that thrust change was pretty good. And up we go. Now it's going to be pretty cloudy there, so we won't be able to enjoy much of the scenery. But yeah, let me change the weather radar as well. Synchron97, would you say the 757 and the 777 are the same when it comes to takeoff power? No. No. Like, the 777 when empty is a beast. Like what you can see right now, it's climbing at this rate. But honestly, the 75 is still more than this. Like, for the size, what the 777 does is pretty impressive. But I feel like comparing that even like with the 7.4 can do even more than that. So I would say no. The 757 is kind of on its own league. Oh, by the way, remember what I said? I wanted to go 280. I'm gonna go 280. I'm actually even go to 90, because why not? Listen how the sound changes. As we start accelerating. Did you notice that? It's pretty cool. Sinkashwar 757, the Ferrari 777 Golf GTI. You know what? No. I would say the 757. If it's a sports car, I would probably say it's something like a McLaren. There's 10,000 feet. Lights off. Logo and wing off. So it's probably something like a McLaren. Or, well, yeah, Ferrari could be. And the 777 is something like a Mercedes E-State, but an AMG one. You know that really powerful ones? Yeah. So, probably something like it. Alright, away we go. Into the night. Bye-bye, Okinawa. It was good to see you. And I wonder, can I just go VNAV? No, let's keep going to 90, at least for now. Until flight level 200. Niels Christensen, a little bit more vertical speed than the the Airbus A340-300 for sure. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like the 5 APU plane. Yeah. Well, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Transition altitude QNH standard set 1, 2, and 3 times. Set. Good stuff. It feels pretty smooth so far. But I'm gonna keep the seatbelts on. But yeah, Sound 5 is amazing. It's like crazy powerful. And the thing is, even loaded up, let's fly direct to Cherry. Even loaded, it can still do a crazy amount of power climb. This one, if it's heavy, not as powerful. I mean, not as powerful, but not as fast. So yeah. Right, you know this cockpit? I kind of feel like I'm sitting here in my chair with this brownish, yellowish lighting, and it kind of feels relaxing, you know? Not in a bad way, but it kind of like, it feels comfortable. I don't know, but this is something this cockpit has. And it's really cool. I really like the way it looks. Feels pretty smooth so far. Niels, did I hear laughter triggered? No, look, I love the A340. I really like that airplane. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it looks. But those engines are a little bit underperforming for the size of that airplane. But it's a beautiful and amazing airplane. I really like that. And I have an instructor that flies that airplane. So it's pretty cool. 4 APU and 1 hair dryer. Destroyed. Niels blocked, totally not triggered. Oop, looks like we're getting into some clouds. I'd love to have the lights hitting the clouds, like with X-Enviro. And while I do have X-Enviro, it really looks like not very good. So, yeah. Ahatamir, honestly, I like turning off all the dome and flood lighting and enjoy the green switch lighting. Let's try that. Let's try that. So, no, wait, that's the wrong one. This one. And then it's, that's the circuit breakers. God damn it. Like this? It feels like you are in a fighter jet right now. So put manage speed. It feels like you are on a fighter jet. Like some F-15 stuff or F-18 stuff. It's pretty neat. But I do like the yellowish glow. But this is pretty cool though. Alright, let's search for the next airport. Hiroshima. Pretty simple one runway. All the exits are to one side, 90 degrees. So remember, there's no high exit taxiway. And of course it's going to be raining at flight level 240. Like, happens all the time. That rain. Ugh. Where's the work table though? Oh, by the way, they have this thing here. This, it measures your oxygen level. And it actually does work. I wonder, I never tried it, but I wonder if you actually have a pressurization failure and you actually do not make the right stuff, will it show a decreased level of oxygen? Because that would be pretty cool. Niels Christensen, default weather and clouds is getting to a point where I'll just use that. Yeah, that's kind of the point as well. I think X-Enviro, they were telling that they are doing some changes, like some big changes to whatever the engine of the weather that they have so far. But I haven't seen any news since then, so it's been a while. I really liked the way X-Enviro depicted the clouds in X-Plane 11 because there's like one thing which I feel there is still not, it is still not very well done in X-Plane 12, which is the size of the clouds. I feel like they are too big, like they are too thick. Each cloud layer takes a lot of space, and it's not always like that. And the problem is that you start losing the feel of altitude. So so you kind of look like you might be at flight level whatever, I don't know, 390, and you might be looking down and you feel like because of the clouds you're flying somewhere along flight level maybe 200 or even lower. And I don't really like that. So X-Enviro did a really good job of portraying that high altitude feeling. So yeah. DCS never played it. Yeah, yes, that's exactly. I literally like, or Battlefield 3. I think there were some missions on Battlefield 3. I saw it on YouTube. I never played it. Where they flew on some fighter jets, and the cockpit was all like this type of lighting. Did you call the instructor Mr. AP? Okay, sorry, I don't know. I like the A340-600 more. 340-300 is cool plane too. Yep. Virtual pilot, you are airborne. Nice. I will be getting this airplane as quick as possible. Let's actually do direct to Kana because there's no need of doing that turn there. So we're gonna save a little bit of time. Still feels a little bit wobbly. Let me switch on the light on the engine. See if we can see the engine wobbling. Yeah, it's still wobbling a little bit. So I guess nobody goes to the toilet. RIP passengers. Alright, speaking of passengers, I never really went into the cabin of this airplane. So how about we actually try and go into the cabin? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to put this to unlocked. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to get out. And now I'm going to put this to deny. And I'm going to close the door. So now you can see it's not opening and we are locked. So I need to use the pin code. So now guys, look away because I'm going to be pressing. And this is a secret matter. Are you looking away? Are you really looking away? I'm joking, of course. You can customize the code as well. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Enter. Did I forget the code? Oh no. Never mind, I can get inside anyways. Maybe that's because it's on deny. And then and then you can't open it. So let me try set it on auto and see what it does. So unlocked. I have to leave because I can't leave with the door closed. Lock the door. Now let's try. See, I'm clicking, it's not opening. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. Maybe, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5? No. Oh, there we go. Alright, it worked now. So, you saw it. It is working, and it should be red again in a minute. Probably. Anyways, let's have a little bit of a tour on the cabin. We can already see that they did some optimization. Once you get close to the cockpit, the cabin stops being rendered, which is really good. And once you go into the cabin, it becomes rendered again. So here's the galley. I wonder if we can do anything here. No. Microwave in up. This is such a pilot thing to do. Caution heavy. Alright, I'm gonna try not to open any door. Yeah, this is not operable, but still pretty good. Torchlight. Steep for the cabin. And this is all looking very nice. Do not disturb light. Pretty impressive. Alright, here's the less rich cabin. Look at that legroom though. Holy cow. Uh-oh. I just got locked. And now I can't get in. Oh no. Alright. We have to do it like this. Vlad locked himself out, lol. Yeah. Molinex engines. True. And Niels, yeah, that's blood oxygen. Hatamer, that's very necessary but very cool at the same time. Kind of agree. In certain conditions, X-Enviro is still noticeably better than X-Plane. I agree with that as well. I feel like sometimes X-Plane clouds look great, other times looks odd. Yep, absolutely the same. It is not very consistent as compared to Microsoft. I will agree with that. That is true. Also, I want to proceed direct to Bomap because because this way it's going to be a straight line. Away we go. Virtual Pilot, but X-Plane does have thin layers, no? I mean, listen, it does have thin layers, but the time or like the amount of time when you actually get a thin layer in the right altitude is kind of like, or maybe the problem is not only with the thin layers. Maybe the problem is as well how the clouds look. So they should be like smaller. So let's say more textured. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. So I feel like that's the problem. That's the main problem. Hatamer, write it down. Hurry. Yeah, alright. Let's try to go there again. Let me leave, put it to auto. There we go, red light is on. Close it. Alright, let's go. So we were here in the less rich cabin. There's nothing we can touch, but honestly I don't really care about it. There's the middle galley. Pretty big one. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna carry 300 people, I guess you gotta feed 300 people, so you need a big galley. And here's the poor people cabin, like me. I like the way they did the lights on the ceiling. This looks pretty good. Speaking of cool ceiling and cool lights and all that stuff, next live stream I'm going to be doing is going to be on an Embraer business jet. So it's going to be on the Lineage 1000. And that one has some pretty cool stuff on the inside. So we're going to be taking a look on that. And also flying to some pretty small airport somewhere in the mountains, somewhere in the US. So tune in for that. It's going to be cool. And this is pretty huge. I mean, I could lay on the floor here. And I think it's on the 777. There is like... What's that? I can open that? No, wait, that's probably some cargo door. No, I hope I didn't open anything. Oh shit. Doors. Okay, everything is locked. Good. By the way, cruise level, speed is looking good. I would like to fly a little bit faster. Let's go Mach 85, because why not? Some nice tailwind. Ground speed is looking cool. Away we go. Aha, Tomer. Oh, luxury, the catering better be 5 stars. Oh yeah. So I imagine immediately everyone who's watching, instead of just like eating cookies and stuff, is like eating a very, very fancy dish. Like, I don't know, whatever is fancy. A VIP jet. Make sure we all have space captain. That's even better than that. You know, there is a bed. There is literally a bed inside there. The first time I actually saw an airplane that had a literal bed inside was a Falcon. I mean, we have a little bit of time, right? Yeah, that's 320 miles. Let me just go pick up a little bit of water, and I'll be back in a second. You guys watch the airplane for me, and once I come back, I want to actually show you the first airplane I saw online, of course, that had a bed, and how stupidly crazy amazing that is. Amazing and expensive and whatever you can think of. So give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Please watch the plane for me. Alright, I'm back. Did anything happen with the plane? Looks like not. So let's watch. I'm gonna actually show you because it was an ad, some Dassault plane on Facebook, and I was like, I never looked at their planes. It's probably really interesting. I want to look at it. So I decided to go and check out their webpage. By the way, this ad looks exactly like the Mercedes-Benz ads. Literally. They just copied them, basically. Anyways, and so I went here. Synchronized 97, all okay, sir. Thank you very much. I had to a couple of cookies might be missing from the galley, but that's about it. Totally fine to me. You can eat all the cookies. This is a short haul flight. And so I went and checked the planes. And I was like, oh, this one, the 10X, is probably quite expensive. I mean, it's quite big, right? So I want to see what's this one is, the 8X. And so I clicked on it, and they have a 3D tour which you can attend. And so I decided to take it. And so let me put this on full screen. Let's take a look at what the airplane is inside. So you have this huge F table, like for dinner, literally, because yeah, why not? Why not? There's the entrance. We can go there. That's the VIP section. But first, let's actually go into the galley. We can't go into the cockpit. Here's the entrance. A nice cockpit, so you can tip your feet here and fall face down on onto the main panel. Totally fine. I'm joking. Look at this galley. You have a sofa with this. I mean, I guess you can sit here because this is soft as well, and you have some pillows there, maybe like half lean, whatever. You have a sink for the kitchen, and this kitchen looks better than some kitchens where I was. Like, are you kidding me? Pretty cool, right? Alright, and then you get into the VIP zone, because yes, of course, that kitchen is not VIP enough. You have 4 normal seats, all looking good, normal tables. I guess this one is, the table is out. On this one, the table is not out, but I guess it's exactly the same. And then, of course, you get the dining table, which we already started from. So, I mean, really, this is impressive. You even have, like, how do I call this? You have a thing to put your things inside. And then, you have another couch, but a literal couch. Like, literal couch, which is probably better than, I don't know, some that we have at home. And this extra chair with an extra table, an extra TV. And then the rest, I think it's the toilet. And look at this toilet. I mean, place to sit, a sink, but like a proper awesome sink with I mean, I get lost of words, honestly. And then you have a shower. I know the A380 has a shower, and it's not something out of the ordinary, but I mean, look at this. It looks like inside, like a mini sauna. Like the styling of this, it is incredible. And all of those mirrors and everything is so thought of. And then you have another place to sit. I guess that's where the toilet is, because I guess so. Yeah, and this completely blew my mind. And then I decided, well, this is pretty crazy. I want to see what's their craziest airplane. And so I went into the Falcon 10X, and it's even more crazy than this, to be honest. Like, let me hide this. Let me start the tour, get it from the start, from the beginning, because it starts in the middle of the plane, and then we can go on together. Okay. So, are you ready? There we go. So you enter from there. I think this is some kind of special doors because look, it even has drawings. That's where probably the cockpit is. You have a nice comfy spot to place your bag and have a seat. I mean, this is what people live on a different level, right? And I mean, I congratulate them. That's amazing. And then you have a kitchen, but like a crazy big kitchen, with like glasses and stuff. And look at the styling of this. And of course, you can customize all of this as well if you don't like it. The floor, of course, it's not marble, real marble, because it would weigh a ton. But it looks kind of cool. And then you have a carpet on the next section. Let's go to the next club lounge section. Look at the type of seats here. They rotate. They have their own stylish seat belts. The tables, I really like the way the tables look here. That light there is really cool as well for reading. I mean, yeah, the carpet is really cool. And then you go onwards because you need to dine somewhere. Of course, these tables are not really worth dining on. So you put your stuff here and you dine on this amazing big table. Talking about probably, I don't know what. But this is incredible. Airbus works on this one. I wait ages. I think they were working on an 8X, which is the plane I showed before. So not this one. This is the 10X. Or are they doing the 10X? Maybe they are doing the 10X, I'm not sure. But, I mean, this is... I'm out of words with this. This looks absolutely incredible in the separations. And then you go onwards. This is kind of what the lineage Embraer looks like, because I mean it's kind of like it's an E190 but for personal use. It's huge. And then comes the bedroom with an extra seat, of course. More space to put your stuff. You can close. You can have some privacy and a big, real bed. Wow, right? I mean, this is crazy. And then they have the toilet lavatory, which again, look at this shower. This shower is more fancy than the shower I have at home. Not that it's bad. It's just, I don't know. I mean, this is awesome, right? And you can sit there and enjoy the view, probably, I guess. Or maybe these windows are completely faded, but I guess you could watch outside. Finally, there is a good view on the toilet. And look at this. Look at this toilet paper clip. I mean, it's just amazing. And a huge mirror. And the sink. I mean, look at the sink. It looks amazing with all the towels and the mirror and the lights. This is incredible. I mean, yeah, this completely blew my mind. So, yeah. Falcon stuff. This is the Falcon 10, so I knew the Aerobasque were doing the 8X, which is this one. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I'm looking forward to getting the Phenom 300 though. Yeah, you can see there, that's customizable. Everything is interchangeable and it looks amazing, honestly. I mean, the people who can afford this is quite incredible. The cockpit looks cool too. So yeah. Pretty nice stuff. Alright, let's see where we are. I can close some of the pages. We're going at a nicely ground speed of 546 knots, which is pretty good, but we could go even faster than that. Now what I want to do is I want to close the charts that I need, which is the Okinawa charts. And I want to see what do we have in terms of weather in Hiroshima. Alright, so I think it got worse because last time I checked the visibility was 1,800, right? I think so. And we got rain now, so Variable 2 knots, that's the good part. Runway 28, visibility is 1,800 on the northern, 1,600 on the rest. Light rain, mist, few clouds at 100. 100, nice. Broken at 300, so okay, the broken is a little bit better, this is good. And broken at 600, temperature 11, dew point 11. This is actually a very nice example, guys. Usually, when the temperature is equal to the dew point, and like starting from the beginning, what is the dew point, guys? Do you know what the dew point is? I'm gonna wait until somebody answers. Okay, Mike, you know. Somebody else. Synchronous Fire, not a sound. Do you know what the dew point is? Ahatomer, kinda. Alright, so, listen, I'm gonna explain very simply. The dew point, like, we have 3 states of water. Like, we have the solid state, which is like ice. We have the liquid state, which is water in liquid state. And we have on the gas state, which is water vapor, right? So, air can hold a certain amount of water vapor, and that amount will depend on the temperature. So the higher the temperature, the more water content the air can hold. All right, and so then what happens if, let's say, you have a warm humid air and you cool that air down? What will happen is that the air that's the water that's water vapor inside that air will condense, and it will form clouds, particles, whatever, fog in this case. So depending on the amount of water vapor that you have in the air, you have a certain dew point, which is the temperature at which the air will become saturated, which means it will no longer be able to hold any more water than it has right now. So if the dew point is 11 and you cool down the air to 11 degrees and there is still more water vapor, what will happen is it will start to condense and it will start to form either clouds or fog. So a good thing to watch for example, usually if you read a METAR or something, and let's say it's like the end of the evening or early night, and you're planning a flight, and you're looking at your temperature and at your dew point, and your temperature is like 10 or 11 degrees, something like that, let's just call it, and your dew point is like within 2 or 1 degrees, you can immediately think that you have a possibility of encountering fog or mist or low clouds, because during the night the temperature of the air will drop even more, and if it drops even more, it means it will probably meet that dew point temperature, and if that happens, the air will become saturated and all the extra moisture will have to go somewhere, right? And that's how you get it. So this is actually a very good example of temperature and dew point being the same, while actually the visibility, and we have mist and a lot, and like rain and all this stuff. So there is a lot of water right here, and it affects our visibility. This is really cool. And actually, you know what? There is a website called Bad Weather Metar. I think that's how it's called. No, it's just badweather.com. This literally picks up all the bad METARs from the entire world. And if we go here to visibility, let's check the trend of temperatures. Look, visibility 0, -5, -5. Visibility 0, 11, 11. This is, by the way, in Japan as well. This is, again, visibility 0.06 statute miles. 3, 3. This is somewhere in Italy. 6 to 5. Huh. This one has a degree of discrepancy. Probably could get either worse, or maybe this is affected by clouds. Jeju International Airport, again, 0.09. Look, it's within 1 degree. So it's a really good way of already imagining if you are expecting or not some visibility problem or not. Virtual pilot, a good preparation for my physics exam. We have such task in there. Yes, and you can as well calculate, because of the dew point, you can calculate the cloud basis. Because, well, you know, with altitude, the temperature decreases. And it usually decreases a certain amount of degrees. So if you see what's the temperature on the ground and you know what's the dew point, you just have to calculate what's the difference. So roughly per 1 degree Celsius, per 400 feet of altitude, you drop 1 degrees Celsius. So let's say you are within 2 degrees of the dew point. Probably your cloud base would be at 800 feet AGL. Ahatomer, this also causes wing and engine condensation, correct? Kinda like it. So the idea is exactly the same. It's basically a temperature drop. And the temperature drops because the pressure drops because of the way the air flows over the airfoil, or because of the suction into the engine, because again the speed increases, the pressure drops, and the temperature drops, and that's where you get the condensation. So that's exactly kind of the same. Synchronous. Speaking of physics, the fuel also influences the ice behavior on the wings. Yes, and under the wings as well. And if I am not mistaken, usually you can even get some frost on the wings after you land. Why? Why is that? Because the fuel doesn't freeze until a certain temperature, and it's like minus 37 if I'm not mistaken for jet A1. And so you can actually fly with fuel in tanks that's under negative temperatures. And that, so what will happen basically, let's say you are flying at flight level, I don't know, 350, you're like for a while, so your fuel is pretty cold, and in the tanks it's like minus 30 degrees or something, or minus 25, and you start your descent. And you descend like in what, maybe 25 to 30 minutes. And when you land on the ground, that fuel is still pretty cold, even though it's can warm up a little bit from the friction and from the higher temperatures once you descend, but it's still pretty cold. And so cold, in fact, that because down there, close to the ground, you have a lot more moisture, you have warm air, that air coming in contact with the cold wings can create frost, like chunks of frost. Let me see, frost on wings after landing. I wonder if this will show. Yeah, probably something like this. But usually it's a little bit more spotted below the wing. Yeah, not this, but it's something like this. It's just air coming in contact. I mean, literally what happens is, if you have like a cold drink in your fridge and you take it out on a hot day, what will happen? It will become completely wet on the outside because the air around it has a certain amount of water vapor inside, right? And as it comes into contact with the cold bottle, that air decreases its temperature below the dew point or to the dew point, and that's when that water vapor condensates onto your drink, onto the bottle or glass or whatever, and that's why it becomes all full of small droplets. So that's meteorology for you. Thank you for the info, Vlad. You're welcome. This is what I was talking before, kind of stuff that I learned in the real world, and I wanted to share with you because I think it's really cool knowledge. It's, you kind of use it on every day just to understand basic stuff, and I think it's cool. Why did it go for this approach though? Because I selected the Zulu approach. ILS Zulu via Missen, and missing is just that point there. So I guess I'm gonna delete Amuro, Sila, and Seawa, and or I just go direct. There should be a discontinuity. Yep. So I wanted the missing. Direct here. Execute. Done. Perfect. This is what I want. Alright, very good. Ground speed is excellent. Flying nicely. It is a little bit turbulent. You can see that the speed is going up and down constantly. And we have a quite significant drift. Look at that. Where we are pointing and where we are going. Alright, I'm going to use auto brake 3 again because the runway is not very long on Hiroshima. Well, we're not very heavy, so it shouldn't be a factor. And it's going to be wet as well. So, better be prepared than sorry. And yeah. Virtual pilot, and you do also have some steam coming out of the engine due to the oil. Yeah, but that's a different thing. That's a completely different thing. Yes, I had such a task on my OGE exam a few years ago. I had to explain why this happens. There you go, see? And I think this is one of the things that are very basic. And I don't know, meteorology overall is really cool because you really start to learn how things work. And you start looking at the forecast, you start looking outside of your window, and you understand what is going on. And it becomes a little bit easier to predict as well. It's not totally predictable because weather can be absolutely unpredictable. And that can actually be very dangerous as well. So remember that. But you start to understand why things happen the way they happen around you. And that's really cool. Alright, also, because we drank our coffee, I can call the purser for another coffee.
Yes, sir.
Please, a cup of coffee.
By all means.
And I'd like a crew meal, because I'm actually getting hungry.
Listening.
We need some food here.
Of course.
What would you guys get? It's a Shoko shake for you. I actually don't drink coffee in real life. I don't like it. And I think it can get you very addicted. I had a colleague at home, and her coffee machine broke one day. And basically, there was like a delay. She bought another one like on the day, literally. But there was a delay. I don't remember why exactly, but there was a delay. And she ended up waiting more than a week for the coffee machine to arrive. And like the way it affected her is scary because it does change how a person behaves. And so I kind of want to keep coffee free for my life. Because I don't know, it kind of scares me, literally. So, yeah. Alright, let's go for flaps. Let's go flaps 25 again on this one. Sounds good. I like the way we landed before with flaps 25. So should be good. Also, we are within 52 nautical miles to top of descent, so I think it's time to do a little briefing for the arrival. Also, I totally forgot that I wanted to check the forecast. Let's see, forecast, it is now 19 UTC on the first. So first, from 18 to 3, this is going to be the trend of the wind. Visibility 2 kilometers, light showers and rain, mist, patches of fog, few clouds at 0, nice. Scattered 500, broken 800, temporary. From 18 to tomorrow, so this affects us. There's a tempo, a visibility of 500 meters, light showers and rain, fog, few clouds at 0, scattered at 100, broken at 300. Nice to know. Becoming This is on the second day, so tomorrow at 6 a.m. This does not affect us. So basically, what affects us is this wind here, which is good for the runway that we are planning on, because we are planning for runway 10. So this is going to be a headwind for us. Visibility 2 kilometers, light showers and rain, mist, patches of fog, few clouds at 0, scattered 500, broken 800, and a tempo which started 1 hour and 15 minutes ago, a possibility of visibility of 500 meters, light showers and rain, fog, few clouds at 0, scattered at 1, and broken at 300, which should clear out a little bit. I mean, it will not clear out that much, but it will clear out a little bit. And this forecast is 1 hour and 15 minutes ago, so let's see if there's a new one. Yes, there is. Fantastic. This one is 15 minutes old. Variable 1 knot, visibility 1,600, 2,000 on the northern segment, so this is a little bit improving. Light rain, mist, broken 500, broken 700, overcast 1,000. So the cloud layer is a little bit better. Visibility is still pretty bad. Totally fine, I can take it. The forecast didn't change. Okay, good. Guys, are you ready for the arrival briefing? Let's go. Arrival briefing. So the status of the airplane so far is good. We just checked the weather in there. Pretty interesting. That's how I'm going to call it. No temps are fine. NTI is going to be auto. Terrain radar is going to be on my side, because you guys will not see that, but that area and that airport is located on a hill. So it is quite hilly, that. Top of descent is in 26 miles, so we need to finish this quick. And our arrival is going to be very simple. We are going to be proceeding via... Oh, nice. I don't have the... I don't have the star. Vista. No, it's not the Vista. Sorry. It's the... Oh, I don't have its direct arrival. Exactly. So that's all correct. So it's just going to fly direct to Nippon. And Nippon above 4,100, then to Maki, which is our final approach fixed. We have to be there at 3,600 feet and intercept a 3-degree glide path. Our minimums are going to be 0, literally, so no minimums. So let's reset that and set 0 on the baro. Actually, baro, no, radio. Radio 0. There, and there. So minimums are set. We have no minimum. That's how we planned it. Let me just reduce the altitude a little bit so the autopilot will not complain. And it's a normal 3 degrees glide path. Missed approach. Climb on heading 098 to 1,600 feet via Hotel Golf Echo radial 015 to Bingo and hold at 3,300. Contact Hiroshima approach. That sounds good to me. Radio navs. This airplane has ILS auto-tuned, so we don't have to worry about anything. But in case it's still good practice to check that. So our frequency is 108.7 and the course is 098. We're going to check that in a moment. Alternative fuel is Osaka. Actually, a very good thing to check would be the weather in Osaka, which I didn't really check. Visibility 6 kilometers, no significant cloud, that's good, and the wind is nice. So light showers and mist, temporary 4 kilometers of visibility. So more or less the trend is the same. Looks like Japan has hit with some pretty crappy weather. Looks fine to me. Anyways, we're gonna land with config 25 degrees, speed 135, the app was gonna be 140. Autobrake 3, and we're gonna use reverse maximum, of course. This might be an auto land, depending on the weather situation. But if I will be able to do it, I'll actually prefer to land manually. And here's the descent. So let's just finish real quick the briefing, that's it. So taxi any exit via the left, extremely careful on the ground due to the low visibility, and park at any of the big gates there. No special considerations apart from the low visibility. and to pay attention to the to all of the stuff, and the rest I'm not expecting any abnormals. So that's the briefing complete. We have initiated the descent. I'm gonna go back to VNAV speed, and I want to do the descent checklist.
Park brake.
Oh, god damn it.
Fuel
Override,
control
override.
switches. Checklist complete.
Let me do the next.
Stop checklist.
Override.
MCP. Takeoff speeds. CDU. After takeoff.
That's done. Descent checklist. So the recall is checked.
Checked. Notes.
No notes.
Checked. Auto brake.
3.
Set. Landing data.
Fury F-135, minimum 0. Approach briefing completed.
Completed. Checklist complete.
Wonderful. Checklist is complete. We are descending. Kind of. It went for the speed, so... This is kind of what I don't like about the airplane, though. In VNAV, it will prioritize speed over profile. And that is... I'm not sure if that's how things should be. But anyways, let's set 4,100, which is like the only restriction we have at this moment. So 4,100 looking good. And let's catch up with that vertical profile. Get it safely on the ground and get some rest. But man, I've been enjoying this life today. Having a lot of fun. And this airplane is so cool. And I really like the way the cockpit is. Really cool. Virtual pilot, kind of interesting to see such weather with more or less high pressure. The thing you explained a few weeks ago. That's the point. The high pressure doesn't mean there will be no bad visibility. In fact, the high pressure can actually create low visibility conditions, because what the high pressure doesn't give you is it doesn't give you uprising movement of air, which means you're going to have a very stagnated air close to the ground. And if that air is actually quite humid, and because you don't have clouds and all that stuff, the temperature decreases a lot during the night, you can actually get fog in the morning. So yeah, there you go. Synchronous 597, I'm happy that you like the 777. Dude, you told me about the 777 like a long time ago, and I can only tell you, I should have got it earlier. So yeah, let's use some speed brakes. I want to get on profile a little bit earlier than we were on the approach before. So we still have 2,000 feet discrepancy there. So let's get down, and also the tailwind doesn't really help us. It's not a lot of tailwind, but it is some tailwind. And also it looks like we do have an airport there. Kind of looks like a runway. Let's see. Airport, what's that? RJFO, what's that? RJFO, let's check. Oita Airport. Probably that's located in the very southern part of Japan. Let's check. Or maybe not. No, maybe not. We should be closer. Maybe it's... God damn it. Was it Oita? Yeah. Not exactly on the southern part. Yeah, we're closer to that. So still pretty cool. I can close the bad weather stuff. And QNH, by the way, was 1017. So I can pre-select that, right? I can. 1017. Good. Virtual pilot, you've flown so much further than me. Well, that's what 777 and Mach 0.85 does to you. And we are 900 feet within the vertical speed, the vertical profile, sorry. So that's pretty good. I can also remove the airports, probably. I'll leave the terrain on. Weather for the first officer side. Sounds good, flies good, and feels good. That's what I can say about the 777. Flightfactor did a wonderful job. And also 1 hour on the clock. Let's see how much time we can actually save until we land. So I think SimBrief gave us 1 hour and 20 flight time. That's the speed brake. Speed brake retracted. Thank you very much for the warning. Speed VNAV path. There we go. And stuff. Workshop, it is going to be the first auto land for me. If it will be an auto land. I mean, it can be an auto land. On this one, I think... Oh, wait, what? We have both autopilots engaged? Or is this the normal way, how it's showed? I thought only one autopilot was engaged, so, or maybe it's like that. Probably it's like that. Alright. Mike, the only thing you really need to know is if you hear... Tick, 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 that means you have to go around. And if there is like a red, you know there is like a red button here, not the master caution, but there is a separate red button about the auto land that probably, if illuminated, will display no auto land, if I'm not mistaken. That's the only two ways you need to go around, because probably there's something wrong, either with the system or with the signal, whatever. But other than that, you just let the airplane do whatever it needs, and you need to retard the throttles. Not sure if it does it automatically though, but probably you would need to do it anyways for the reverse thrust. Airplane just asked like a couple of moments ago about some drag, but I don't think it needs it because we are 10 knots within the speed and the wind is slowly decreasing, so should be no factor. It might require a little bit of drag later on because we will need to slow down until then, because this airplane actually is very slippery, and unless you slow it down before you get onto the glide slope, you will probably not be able to slow it down on the glide slope. I remember that some Soviet pilots did the landing in London in very low visibility without ILS or such systems and surprised everybody. Well, I guess they're surprised everybody because they didn't get killed in the Tupolev 134 or something. Why I'm not surprised? I'm totally not surprised. So far, so good. Yeah, wind is slowly fading out, so that's good. 10 tons of fuel on board. If you guys remember, we required 6.9 to go somewhere else. So let me write that on my notes, 6.9. And we can come here in case you were wondering. And you want to search where do you insert the ILS frequency. On this airplane, it's on the MCDU or on the FMC. You can come here to NavRad, and here it is. The frequency is correct, 108.7 and 098. And this is exactly how you should insert it. So you literally write 108.7/098. Tupolev 134, don't know. Good weather. Well, I don't know. Speaking of that airplane, I do have a very interesting idea coming on with it. We're gonna fly into some in a very unusual country, should I say, with the Tupolev 134, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country, though, but a little bit unpopular, let's call it like that. So we are becoming a little bit above profile, but we catched with the speed, so that's about good. Plane is behaving absolutely amazingly. The virtual pilot, oh, with the very unusual person on the yoke. Yeah, exactly. So if you are a member of the Discord, you already know what I'm talking about. I was so, what's the word I'm looking for? Surprised by that on that airplane. I actually will change that livery because I will not be doing a flight with that thing on the yoke. There's no way. I might display it like in the beginning, but then I'll just change the livery to some other one that doesn't have it. Yeah, but that was very fun. Alright, Nissan is above 4,100 feet. I am not really liking the way it's descending right now. I mean, not that I don't like it, but I feel like we're going to be leveling off, and I don't want to level off. So, what I'll do is I'm going to go vertical speed, decrease the speed a little bit, and I'll just remove a bit of the vertical speed. Also, transition level. QNH 1017 set on 1, 2, and 3 sides. Brilliant. Approach checklist. Altimeter set and cross check. They are reading the same.
Checklist complete.
Wonderful. There we go. Minus 1,400. Decrease the speed. Let the airplane go on idle and slowly fade that speed out. Let's do 220. Vertical speed is nice like that. I like it. Idle power. Poor passengers. They've been sitting for more than an hour without the ability to take and go to the toilet. No, it's not Afghanistan, Crash Flyer. You know it. You saw the picture. You saw the picture in Discord. Dude, I laughed so much at that. I was just like, no way. Virtual pilot, did you release your passengers? I didn't. I probably should have. Alright, because I don't know how the approach is going to be. I'm going to assume we're going to arrive in, let's say... I mean, this time is wrong. Local time is 11:51. It says we're going to land at 04, so that's in 13 minutes. Let's call the cabin crew and say to prepare the cabin for landing.
Prepare for landing.
Definitely.
Yeah, you better prepare them and yourself. Speed is slowly decreasing. I like that. Virtual pilot, well, you're so cruel. How about sandwiches? What am I paying for? Virtual pilot, you're flying an A320. You're not a passenger here. You can't complain. You can't complain. Go fly your Airbus at Mach 0.79. What airspeed are you on? Let's see where is Mike flying. How far away is he? Okay, here's me. Here's him. No, wait, that's not me. That's JAL 300s. That's me. Come on. Pretty good. I like this website because we can actually see the route pretty well. Only by flying on VAT cement. I wonder if we could see the vertical profile, but probably not. Yeah. Yeah, no. Totally fine, no problem. Let's see. Mike. What altitude are you on? Okay, altitude to 50290, so you started the descent as well. Good stuff. And this is how I'm doing now. Just decreasing the vertical speed slowly, because our airspeed is decreasing as well. And we're getting close to that descent. And this way we are having a continuous descent. Below 10,000, lights are on. That looks lovely. Look at this. Pretty turbulent. I guess we just got into the clouds. Golden Age, hey man, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. I hope you're having a good weekend. We're just in time for maybe some Autoland. Maybe. Synchronous 597 Airbus bashing. I do like Airbus. I actually do prefer Airbus. So I'm speaking against myself. I guess I got converted. Alright, go around altitude 3,300 feet. Good. Virtual pilot, well, on my A320 passengers did have sandwiches, but on your luxury 777 they didn't. Well, the cabin crew could give them sandwiches, I just didn't let them go into the toilet, so. Golden Age, and I'm going to release my 71st delivery today so we can celebrate. Really? Holy cow, 71st delivery? That's amazing, dude. Niels Christensen triggered again. Oh, we've got some glide slope signal. Still far away, but we've got some signal. 3,600. I'm gonna keep this level. Dude, we just got like... That looked like an updraft. Did you see the vertical speed? It went to 700 there. The updraft. Holy cow. I feel like I could probably start about thinking deploying flaps 1. And that's probably exactly what I will be doing. So speed is checked, flaps 1. Synchronous 597, maybe Vlad likes the 777, he also likes the 767. You're really doing this, aren't you? You sneaky bastard. Alright, Mackie should be at 3,600. That's what it's showing me right now. Looks good. I'm gonna keep the... oh boy, looks like some rain on the outside. How's the temperature on side? -1 degree Celsius. That's the total air temperature probably as well. I want to go for flaps 5 because otherwise we will not slow her down. And I'm already almost on the glide vertical speed. But the wind, man, the wind is pretty crappy. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of speed brakes. Let's arm the localizer. Speed checked. Flaps 5. Speed brakes up. Dude, that wind of 25 knots on the back doesn't help. Don't add power, dude. Let's go 160. Mackie 3,600. Okay, I can level off a little bit. We can bleed off the speed. 20 miles from the runway, so if it's 20 miles, we're still pretty far. Let me keep it at 185. Dude, it is quite turbulent. Virtual pilot, if Vlad liked the Tupolev 134, he'll maybe fly the Tupolev 154. Look, listen, I enjoyed the 134, but I'm not going to learn another one. You know, it's just too painful. Okay? It's just too painful. I don't want to spend my life learning that. So no. Alright, passing mid-stand above 4,100. Sounds good. There's a glide slope alive. Let's arm the approach. And I'll lower the speed. 10 miles to go. Look at that tailwind though. 24 knots. That's no joke. That will make our lives miserable. So let's go 160 on the speed. I want to go flaps 15. I can actually go already. Speed check flaps 15. Because we are flying actually at a ground speed of 205. We need to remember that. This kind of feels like that approach we did in La Paz with the 7.4, that our indicated airspeed was so less than our ground speed because of the density. Here though, it's because of the wind that's pushing us. Synchro Ferdinand, love you too, Flat. Golden Age, I know the Tupolev 154 is really hard to fly. That thing was my first real aircraft in X-Plane. Well, yeah. No, I don't want to learn it, really. Sorry. The 134, though, yeah, we're going to fly that one more. Because it's just a fun airplane, and it's just... I don't know. Probably I want to torture myself flying it, but whatever. Almost on the glide path. Let's decrease to 500. So we can actually get to it. I mean, look at that. That was just a downdraft there, or some gust of wind, whatever. Yeah, you see that? This is some pretty intense weather. Yeah, out. I didn't really want to level off, but I guess we will level off for a little bit. 8.4 miles. Dude, this wind is absolutely crazy. And there's a glide slope. Alright, let's go glide slope. I want to stabilize it early. 7.5 miles, gear down. Speed brake armed. Lights coming on. Flaps 20. And flaps 25. Speed 140. I'll actually do 142 right now. Go around altitude 3,300 feet. Set. Heading is set. Landing checklist.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. I really don't like the way the wind is showing. Because it should be variable 2 knots. Like, what the hell? Alright, it's starting to decrease. We just lost 6 knots. And 5 knots, 6 knots. Please decrease more. Radio altimeter is alive. Oh, we see some ground, kinda. Yeah, we don't see any ground. Let me prepare myself for a go around. Clear to land, stabilized. One day we'll take the Tupolev 154 off from Barnaul. Nope, that will not happen. That will not happen. Alright, the elevation of the aerodrome is... is what? Can't find it. Land 3. Okay, good stuff. What's the elevation? What's the elevation, dude? I'm so tired of different charts. Mike, can you please tell me what's the elevation for Hiroshima? Ah, there we go. Never mind. 1,086. So we are past 1,000 feet. And stabilized. Runway still not in sight. The wind has decreased to 7 knots. That's better. I am starting to see something. I'm gonna drop 1 knot. 2 knots actually. So 140. Whoa, that was a bit hit of the wind. Still not with the runway in sight, but we really don't care about it, honestly.
Terrain.
Oh, yes.
500.
It does that. I feel like that's the aerodrome building. The airport building, actually. I don't see any lights. Ah, runway in sight.
400.
Okay, autopilot off.
300.
That was a lag.
100, 50, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse is normal. Look at the wind! Did you see the wind? It just went from tailwind to headwind like in a second. Are you kidding me? Holy cow, what an approach that was. 60 knots, reverses out. Okay, I can disengage the terrain override. This happens, unfortunately, quite frequently with this airport. I tested it before, and because of the terrain, it does this thing. 1 hour and 20 minutes exactly. So, sim brief was right to the minute. Start the APU. Welcome to Hiroshima, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't really enjoy any of the view of the outside. We're gonna have to come back here later. But trust me, it is a beautiful airport. I guess the Murphy law on this live stream was the weather. And I forgot totally to communicate on Unicom. Luckily there's nobody. Alright, vacating here. Oh man, that was intense, I have to say. Speed brake up, flaps up. Clear right, clear left. Let's go lights off. Wing and strobes off. Disconnect the weather radar. Yeah, see that? There's the lag again. It's on the ground, man. It happens when it's on the ground. I'm not sure why. But it's when I'm on the ground it starts lagging. Alright, I don't have the taxi light again. Now I have it. Transponder to transponding, weather radar off, terrain radar off, auto brake disarmed. Very good. Hiroshima traffic, all Nippon 312, runway 10 vacated. Hiroshima. Welcome. Thank you very much. Syncros 107. Ooh, nice. Niels, could explain the float. Yeah, man, I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna hit it so hard right now. And it just went on and on. I was like, what is going on? And once I touched it, I just looked at the wind. Dude, it changed like in a second. What a tricky condition, man. Roadtrip, wish me a nice landing. Everybody, we gotta wish a nice landing to Mike. So he does a good job as well. Shouldn't be very far. Yeah, he's not very far. So, he's close. Okay, it works. 2 minutes on the clock. We've got the APU on, and it's running. Good stuff. Ahatomer, you got this. Let's go, Mike. Everybody's rooting for you. You can do it. And I'm gonna go to the bigger gate. By the way, guys, did you get any more stutters on the microphone or not? Let's go on the next one. Okay, runway turn off. Stop stuttering, man. What a crappy situation. Okay, below 10 knots. Sound was good. Okay, glad at least the sound was nice. I have no idea how to fix those stutters, apart from like probably getting a much more powerful computer, which is completely outside of my reach right now. And not really needed. Oh, that was a nice turn in. Lights off, so we don't blind the guy. Look at that alignment. He is waving me like, come to me. Oh god. Here we go. Okay, let's focus on parking this bad boy and wait for Mike. Three minutes on the clock. Very good, very smooth stop. Parking brake is set. We've got APU running, APU gen is on, so we can shut down. Stop the clock. Fuel pumps off. Seatbelt sign off. And wait until the N1 gets below 5%. Beacon light off. Now we go off, 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 off. Good. I can also shut down the window heat. And I can unlock the flight deck door. Switch off the anti-ice. The rest of the stuff can keep as is. And now I can do the cabin announcement. Doors to manual.
Yes.
Doors to manual.
All doors are disarmed.
Wonderful. And we can start opening doors.
Please open this door.
Of course.
And we're gonna call ground crew. Gonna wait a bit probably until they... Thank you guys for helping me with the sound problem.
All doing well today.
We are all here and ready.
There we go. Now we can open the doors.
Open.
On it.
And ground service. Let's go. Gate, GPU,
Ground.
shocks,
You need some equipment connected.
What can I
loader,
bring you?
transport fuel, loader.
On it.
Now we gotta wait until the GPU is connected. Until then we can do the shutdown checklist.
Parking brake.
Is set.
Checklist complete.
Wonderful. Shutdown checklist is complete. Just waiting for the ground power to be connected. It takes a little bit of time, which is actually realistic because you kind of feel that waiting of the ground services. It is not instantaneous. Whew. Guys, that was intense. Alright, Mike is on the ILS. Final turn. GPU is available, so primary is on, secondary is on, APU is off. Good stuff. And let's get on the outside. I don't know what is this sound. Is it the jetway or something? But it is a little bit annoying. Also, there should be stairs here. I think I called them. Gate. No, I didn't.
We are in need of some equipment.
Which, sir?
Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live stream of the amazing 777. This really is a fantastic airplane. I love it. I do not regret a single euro that I spent buying it. And if you're looking into a serious airplane that's seriously cool, that's for some serious flying, I highly suggest you to get this one. Alright, did we get the stairs? Not yet. Alright, we're gonna wait then. Wait a little bit for Mike to arrive, and then it's gonna be the end for today. I think it's been a long flight, but it's pretty chilly. Almost 4 hours. Wow. Alright, if you're watching this still, thank you very much, and don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Alright, Mike is on the final. Let's go. I wonder if I can just fly inside that cloud. I can find him or not. Let's see. I'm going to try to fly towards him and see if I can actually see him. Should I change to daytime? Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. Probably not. Haven't seen him yet. Probably should be with the lights out. So okay, let's get back. Oh god damn it, that's really annoying. How about we change this from the gate to the stairs? I think I prefer the stairs. I'll just remove the gate.
Yes, sir?
Please disconnect. Gate.
Most assuredly.
Is that the gate? Yeah, that's the gate. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Alright, Mike is on approach. We're waiting. Dude, I love this airplane. And the engine expansion pack is... yeah, it's worth it. If you're looking for the answer. Really cool. Excellently modeled. Amazing sounds. Flies amazingly. Good systems. And I guess the stairs are into the wrong door. I opened the wrong door. Should be this one, and this one should be closed.
Please open the door.
Okay.
There we go. Doors open. The stairs should connect, right? It should connect. Alright, it didn't. Never mind, who cares? Who cares anyways? We are waiting for Mike to arrive. He's been flying with us today, all the way from Taipei, so I feel like we deserve to wait for him. I want to see if I can find him now. Man, the visibility is really low. Oh, there he is! There he is, we found him! There he goes. He's in the soup. You can't see a thing now. Oh boy, it is shaking quite significantly. Alright, let's get outside view and just enjoy it. On our walk around. Look at that tail, man, that's huge. Alright. Alright, we got some lights. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking. Alright, he's flaring slowly. Careful with the wind. And boom, he's on the ground. Well done. Nice on the center line. Look at that. That's some good work. That's exactly on the center line. Look at that. Did you do an auto land? That didn't feel like an auto land. And now the amazing Thrustmaster pedals that don't allow you to steer with precision. Basically making your centerline work useless. Well done, dude! Everybody congratulate Mike. He did a wonderful job. He's gonna vacate now. I wonder if we can see the flaps going up. I don't have spoilers, but flaps, yeah. And I wonder if we can see actually a change of lights as well, because he's gonna be changing lights. That's pretty good. Right, the flaps are still out. Oh, there we go. Flaps, I think the flaps have changed as well. No, the flaps are still on the same position, but the lights have changed, so this is nice. And... flaps? I'm wondering. Or maybe they take time. Maybe it's when the flaps go completely up. That's when... Oh, no, there you go. You can see it. It just moved now. Good stuff. Man, these models are pretty good. They eat a lot of FPS, though. Anyways, guys. Why is the jetway not connected? Or, wait. Is it? It was not connected. Did I forget to connect it? Yes, I did. Sorry. Alright guys, thank you very much everybody for being here on the live stream. Thank you for the donations and for the people who purchased a crew member pass for any of the viewer. Thank you very much, that was amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this a little bit more chilly, more calm live stream on the Flightfactor 777 with the new Pratt & Whitney 4000 engine mod. I think it's an amazing airplane, and if you're thinking of getting it, don't wait it out. So yeah, until then, guys, see you. I don't know when. I would really like to stream during the week, this next week, but I don't want to give any promises because I'm not so sure how I'm going to be in terms of free time and availability. But I'd really love to do it on Tuesday. So we'll see how things play out. If you'll see a notification for the live stream for Tuesday, that means it's good. If not, we're going to see you on the weekend. Anyways, thank you all for the support, for being here. It's been amazing. We're going to see you on the next live. Until then, have a good weekend and stay awesome. I love you guys. Bye bye, everyone.